Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's wonderful stream in which we are playing exclusively the Parades DLC, and we are going to get in with that banger. Let's actually pop up the music real quick and vibe with it. We're just here to listen to that song, by the way. God, the music is so good. So good. I can still use that time to do a couple of preparations here. That's so good. Alright, back to a more feasible background sound. Happy and very welcome to the Parades DLC exclusive stream. I'm so glad that Frontier gave us some access beforehand, and this time around we are actually allowed to not only play this bit earlier. Also, by the way, it's not too bad. I do have the light turn around a little. I kind of like the indirect lighting a little more. It's a bit dark though, isn't it? I may actually turn that around a little. It's almost better. It's a little bit better, right? I won't be vibing for a long while. Just got a bad dental news. Oh, that is not. Dental is never good. Nice song. First of all, let's say hello to everyone. I gotta have to put my screen up here correctly. Both screens are kind of annoyingly not connecting to each other. There you go. So first things first, I'm very curious to see how many people will tune in today, because, you know, obviously Planet Zoo 2 is the big one right now. But let's actually have this incredible DLC and talk about this, because oh my god, is that good. So, official Blue Monkey, good evening. Ice Cream Man, also Cosimonol, we have Kane in here as always, Wonky Builder, Random UE Def as well, Rippy 113, Steph VH8, 8, and that's all I can see so far. Hello and good evening to you. Hopefully more people joining. I'm obviously a little bit, earlier than normal, so hopefully that is helping a couple more people to join, so that would be fantastic. And John Skard, that's real. Maybe it's a stupid question, but did Front change the engine from Planet Coaster to Planet Coaster? Of course they did. Well, not maybe not like how you think. I mean, it's still the same engine. It's still Cobra engine, but it's a way much newer version of it. Also, hey, KFED 1800, how are you doing? Hallöchen. So, before we actually start building, here's a bit of plan for today. Oh my god, look at this reflection over here. First things first, let me show you something. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but Frontier has definitely changed something, and they didn't confirm that yet. We don't have confirmation, nor do we have official change logs. However, this is Vanilla Planet Coaster 2 you're looking at right now, and I can use the Sky mod is already working, but as you can see, everything at the moment is deactivated. Don't mind the current preset because it's not in right now. I don't want to delete that preset. So this one is not loaded. I can actually load into that so you can see the difference. We'll just do that. And so here you can see this would be the hot summer. And honestly, something also changed about this. Everything looks a lot more crisp and a lot more nice. I mean, also, I'm using the depth of field right now because they also have improved the depth of field. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but just follow my mouse a little. Look at how subtle they made this work. Also how the background trees and stuff. And I also almost have the feeling that they improved the LODs. I mean, not perfect by now, but the tree popping isn't actually that bad anymore, as you can see. Look at that. There's like a lot less of the tree popping, especially if you have a look at the central trees over here. Looks a lot better. The only pop you can notice is when I'm far away that the shadows go away. But before that, you can really tell there's a lot less LOD switching. Like, honestly, that is Very nice indeed. And what I also want to show is, and I'm going to go into my realism presets, you can't really tell too much of a difference. So that is my favorite realism preset. And to be honest, it's not really much different anymore from the previous one. So the green tones and stuff slightly shifted. It's a tad less yellowish, but they do smudge. Yeah, but you know, I prefer smudge over popping. Honestly, I do prefer that a lot, you know. That is just like so much better. So yeah, we're going to keep that preset over here. But honestly, I did not like. It didn't really meant to be much different before. So can I also revert to where's the reset all values? Confirm. Global illumination is off, atmosphere off. I think I have everything turned off. Yeah, so this is the, let's just do the direct comparison here. So this is the in-game lighting, the normal in-game lighting. So we have the direct comparison, and I'm just going to load into my current preset favorite. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a little different because of the skybox I chose, but the lighting overall is really not that bad anymore. Direct comparison. It quickly, have you seen that? It quickly pops into seemingly being too much, but then it goes back. Yeah, I do stream on 2 platforms, but I like that quite a lot. Let's do that one more time because I found that so incredibly interesting. So this is the one. You can see there's kind of a bit of change, but like if we go back in, a brief moment, it's very poppy, but then it actually fades down. Have a look. And do you see that? Do you see that? It's so good. I really, really, really wonder if Frontier is going to tell more about that in the changelog, because there is... I'm just doing it one more time. Look at the moment at the beginning where it looks very bright and poppy and oversaturated, and then it just tones down in like in half a second. Have a look. Let's do that. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh my god, so that is fantastic. Okay, let's load into that preset. I still prefer the preset, but very good to know that the vanilla game looks a lot better now. So, what are we doing today? We are changing a little bit of the pathway and planters over here to give people a bit more options to enjoy the parade. That is what we're doing. So we're changing basically the entire entrance area here a little bit. I'm willing to do that. Also, thank you for the follow, Nigeria. I very much appreciate that. That is fantastic. Also, I can wear my headphones properly. I should also put in WhatsApp to see when my wife is about to go to bed. She's not really doing too well today, so that's why I also stream a bit earlier. Hopefully she's going to go to bed earlier to, you know, not get too sick or too ill. All right, and once that is done, one thing I've been wondering, trolleys limited to 1 car per train, or can they have more than connected to each other? I haven't tested that. Let's have a little test. I don't think so, but we can obviously do a little test of that. Yeah, whatever, just, it doesn't matter. So, bam. And let's have a little look. Operation mode, standard, shuttle mode. I think I can't even have more than 1 train, can I? I mean, I can. Yeah, we'll change the mode in a bit. So let's just do the circuit over here. Do another station. And just go all the way back into the station. Oh my god, thank you for the raid, Clockwork Sims. Also, Wonky Builder, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for opening the super chat over here. There's a nice little target at the end, if you guys make it. But Clockwork Sims, hello, or Clockwork 4 Sims, I should say. How is it going? Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We are very early on. We're just starting with the exclusive Parade DLC. Let's go to standard mode. Then we have 2 trains, 3 trains, 4 trains. How many trains can we have? Oh, wait, hold on, what? Okay, so basically what's the limit? Okay, 20 is the limit. So 20 is the limit, so how is it looking if I test this? Let's have a look. Are they just basically 1 train? How is it working though? Because... Okay, so it's not connected. Super curious about thoughts on the parade thing being in the DLC versus in an update. I can talk about that in a bit. I'm enjoying this incredibly. Like, this is the I just want to be. It's a pound. A pound is a pound. You know, like I learned this with Dagobert Duck. Yeah, if you don't value the smallest amount, you're not worthy of the biggest amount. So it's all good. Let's get a bit more light into my face. Here you go. It's a bit better. All right. So this circuit over here makes no sense at all, but it's good to know how many trolleys we can have. Let's delete the whole thing. Let me show you guys around a little over here, because this is obviously my park, you know, and I've got done the backstage area. You can see the parade testing. You know what? Let's begin the stream with a parade, shall we? Moving platforms now. See you in a second. Okay, well, see you over there. The kennel is all hype. You can't just give a the camel, you mean, the kennel. We can have a look at this. But first of all, let me also show you what we will do today. And that is a area I have already started working on. This is a B&M Dive Coaster, as you can tell. The narrow drop. And that one is going to be very interesting. Why can I not test the coaster? I can place an entrance. Fair, but place exit. Okay, now it's testing. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for the test. There you go. Thank you for the $2. Fat fingers, small keys. Yeah. That's how it is. Okay, so the coaster starts over here. Goes into like a little dip on that corner. Moves all the way around. Comes in here. There you go. Then we are about to crawl up the hill. And then there you go. Also, because I'm streaming, guys, I'm just like the FPS, as you can tell, we are about like 35-ish FPS in, which is fine. But I will do something because we're streaming and my streaming computer is not ready yet. I'm going to go to DLSS, and what was the setting again? The DLNA was the best one, right? So we're gonna apply that, and so my FPS should be loads better now. With Livy, hello. Yeah, 77 and doesn't really look any worse. So here we go. That is fantastic. Look at you. Whee! Let's have a look. It's curling around over here. Are you surviving the heat? Well, down here in the basement, that's all good. I don't really have that much of an issue here. So let's have a look. There you curled around the corner. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. Roo. There you go. That is pretty cool. Yeah, the station is horrendous. I do hope they do fix this eventually. I would absolutely love to be seeing this. Thank you for the follow, Lara Sarah. Thank you so much. Welcome on in. So yeah, this is the coaster we will be mostly working on right now, I guess. I want to release episode 1 of that area tomorrow. We also do some shenanigans with the event point. We may actually start with this one first of all, with the event point after I've fixed the path layout. But yeah, Mortafetco, hello, good evening to you. Welcome on in. Okay, guys, I will keep on checking the chat. You know, I will keep on doing this. We'll try to answer as many questions as possible. I will also try to, you know, keep on talking about most of the stuff. But I will also try to get some stuff done. Because maybe we will also be able to end a little earlier today, so I can do a bit of cutting for tomorrow's video, which is gonna be very interesting. Only vacation because of birthday, so I could celebrate into the next day. Oh, happy belated birthday, I guess? Or is it tomorrow? Or when is it? Oh, so, well, no, when was your birthday? Melting here. Yeah, as I said, I am melting, but, you know, can you show us the types of reactions? Yeah, of course, we can already do this. Hold on. I am going to put down an event point right away, because we will need one or more over here. Hold on, I'm just going to do something real quick. We need to have a gravel path, and we are going to have the draw line tool. We do not need merge. We are going to, and I'm just going to quickly record that. Don't you worry. I'm just going to have that curl around here on that length side. Hopefully that's going to work kind of nicely. Let's do it that way. I do hope that works, and we are not going to have any issues with the terrain. Oh! Oh! What the heck? I mean, technically, that's not even too bad. Hold on, can I maybe fix this by... Oops, no. Let's just go to that lower end here. And let's just, whoops, do it that way, and then... Yeah, there you go. That's the easy fix. In all honesty, I quite like that. That's actually the better way of fixing this. They have also majorly improved the pathing. It just works a lot more stable now. I assume they have done that obviously to combat the parades, how they're set up. So that makes a whole bunch of sense. Okay, I should keep that round as is. That looks better. Okay, so what I need to do, I think I did not have the curb. There you go. Let's just get rid of that one, and we can quickly put the gravel on that side only, maybe. Can I just pop? Just smaller over here. There you go. I just want to have that gravel over here. Why is the roundiness gone? Okay, map. I wish the roundiness would stay. Okay, I guess eventually I will do this with a merge feature again, or put something else down. I kind of like the fact that we have... Yeah. I think I'm going to do this myself, but it's okay. We are going to, for the moment being, this is okay. I will, first of all, you know what, actually, no, I want to use the draw tool right now, and I want to, wait, hold on. I want to have merge on. And I want to go from here, and I want to basically get a bit of a nice shape in here. Hopefully that is working to my favor right now. Edge cannot cross itself. It's not crossing itself, my friend. I tell ya. Okay, so I'm gonna do this like so. Okay, well that worked at least a little bit. I'm still... Hold on. Is there such a... Oh my god, that's such a wobbly path over here. That was not the game's fault. That is just very wobbly indeed. But it doesn't matter. We can relatively easily fix that now. If I were to grab that thing. Stupid me. There you go. Let's just also click that in. Actually, I quite like that. So that's nice. Let's see if we can now use the round tool and make that a little roundish again. Nah. I would need to use the taggy technique over here. Which I am not capable of. So I won't. I will keep it the way it is, and I will actually just use the merge tool one more time from that side, and I'm just going to draw a line through here, just so... Intersecting terrain, you're kidding me. Just like this now. Sometimes it's about the mode. Okay, I'm gonna use the conform. There you go. Conforming, and that should do the trick then. Let's see if that works. Okay, this area might actually be too much of a bump. Yeah, it's not nice. Anyways, let's fix that corner here. There is like a little ugly edge, and I feel like this is causing some of the trouble. So hopefully this will allow me now to... It's kind of weird though. What kind of weird pieces do I have over here? Look, that's like one of the weird forms. I mean, it's, you know... having had... Yeah, but this is honestly... The rounding thing is the only thing I kind of hate. You can combat this with obviously using the stamp pieces. So I could use it this way. But it just doesn't allow me to... Yeah, because of that area here. Like, it's a very odd area here to be used, so... Yeah, these ones obviously are pretty nice. And if you click on them, you got these perfect shapes, you know? But it's... They need to improve that. I mean, I do understand why they do it. They do it basically to kind of save some of the polygons and stuff. However, I find this rather annoying that you have to kind of work around these things always. So I think over here, I just need to somehow go step by step with it. So we're just going to draw a little bit first, and then hopefully that is going to work. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, that worked absolutely not. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm going to fix this off stream. This is some annoying stuff, and I don't want to do this. Jennifer Fafa, Senior Noir. Hi, yo. Nice to see you live. Greetings from Schleswig-Holstein. Vinuville, good evening. Let's do this now. Facilities is the wrong tab. I need to go to Entertainment, create custom, and then is the event point. We're going to place an event point over here, and we can first of all show the reaction types. We have admire, excitement, selfie, dance, and fireworks. That's what the people do. But we are doing something really cool right now. So let's grab ourselves a sequencer first, because I'm lazy, obviously, and I want to hide this somewhere. So we're just going to use this sequencer, and we're going to drop this thing below. There you go. It's going to be hidden anyways. We're going to make kind of a nice edge over here. So what we're going to do now is I have to test a couple of things first. I have no absolute idea what is going on now. So we're going to say platform. First of all, wait, I need to have a straight floor of some sort. It does not really matter what it is. I just need to have something over here like that. You can hide direction, point, and ground if you want to. Yeah, I know, but in this specific case, I don't need to hide it. You'll see in a second why. I am going to do something else here, and I'm willing to do this as well. And can I just not fix that in the middle? I'm gonna bring that one over as well. Actually, you know what? I can have that here to cover the distance. So that is that. And then I will need to put a rotational platform on here too. Just gonna attach that to this one. So hopefully this is gonna work. And then I will also plop another thing on that one. I have something in mind, guys, but I have no idea if it's working. So bear with me while I do this. It's going to be a bit of a test and learn here, how to see if it works or not. And I'm going to plop yet another thing on top. Okay, that should be fine. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a, let's say there are some nice pieces in the float pieces for that. Maybe not entirely sure which one I'm going to use. Or maybe I need to go for the... yeah, let's use the surfboard. It frankly doesn't really matter what we are using. I just want to test something here anyways. So you gotta join Benji's Discord server. It's so peak. Is it? I mean, I love the stuff Benji is doing. I love his content. The problem is I already don't have really that much time. So for me personally, it's always very hard to spend time also in other people's Discord. Not because I don't like them or so. I mean, I'm not even active in my own Discord somehow. So, yeah, time-wise, this is a bit of a thing. So, okay, so I was kind of thinking that this might actually be too much anyway. So let's have a look. It still does... It still kind of works the way I wanted it to. I mean, this rotational platform on top of here is kind of pointless. But it does what it needs to do. So let's actually go into this area. I should have clicked on that one. So I need this one to be doing a loop. That is fine. But I'm going to say ultra slow. And I will go into... let's actually say, well, the whole thing needs to be off the platform, to be honest. I can delete that one now. Is that still a group? Yeah, it's still a group. Perfect. That one is going to be ultra slow too. And now let's see if this is working differently. Wait, hold on. I need to just first of all connect that to... I mean, I could also use Taggy's sliders. I still haven't understood how he uses the sliders, so I'm just like, whatever. I may actually do this later on. Taggy found a trick how to kind of do this random UEDF, but it's very finicky to achieve, and it does break when you save the file, and you have to do that again every time you load in. So that is a little bit of annoyance here. So let's add some objects. Confirm. So these are all the sub objects, and let's actually have a look what is what. Okay, so this is the horizontal platform, the main one, right? This is the surfboard rotational one. I need to reorganize some of the stuff. So let's bring this one down. Oh wait, no, wait. This is which is the lowest one? That one is the second highest, right? This is the lowest one, second highest. Okay. Then we need this rotational one. Should be okay. That's the highest one. This is the rotational one in the middle. So that's that one, and that one is the lowest one. Okay, so I first of all know exactly what. So what I want to have is, I want to have it starting to move out first of all. And then I want to have that moving platform start to rotate around that one. And the horizontal move shall begin a little later. And that rotation shall also start a little later. So let's have a look how that works now. Okay, we're gonna start and keep on going. And then it starts rotating way too heavily. Oh my god. So that thing obviously is the problem. We absolutely have to change this. So, wait, no, it's... I got a double tap on that one, right? And then this is the rotational one over here. Moving platform, you are going to be ultra slow. And if I do go onto that top one, and that top one should be... Wait, hold on, I need to double... I need to double click on this one, and then on this one. That's the one I had, so I need to double tap on this one. And now I can tap on this one. All right, and we have to put this on ultra slow. Oh, actually, you know what? This one is gonna be very slow, not ultra slow. And now, let's test that again. Have fun, guys. Livy, have fun yourself, and don't melt away, okay? That would be fantastic. Okay, let's play the whole sequence again. I'm gonna start doing this stuff, and then it goes in faster. Goes around. That is almost working as I wanted it to. Hold on. Is this actually going to work? Wait a second. This is almost working. This is almost working as I intended it to be. What is the sound? Is a parade? Oh, a parade is going on. This is why everyone is like queuing up over here. There's something weird going on here, but yeah. Planet Coaster TV. This is you know, shocked that it's going to work. Yeah, I kind of like this. Okay, cool, fair enough. If this is working, also let's pause the game right now. This is my first boat mechanism. This is what I wanted to do. So what we're going to do now is we are going to have a boat built, and I guess I am willing to build this with the toy box stuff. I think we should have some good pieces for this thing. I'm just gonna bring up a picture of an RC boat. Let's have a look. Some of these kind of jet boats. They are so peak. They are so peak. Just gonna do something like this. Oh, they are so peak. We're going to do this. That's gonna be fun. Why am I not recording, by the way? Do I have no... Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I don't have any more hard drive space. How is this even possible? Okay, guys, give me a second. I have to clean my hard drive real quick. Oh man, this is so annoying. I always have this issue. I have to check my computer. Something is not working properly, and I'm not sure what it is. There is something going on my computer that I definitely have to double check, because my hard drive is running full way more than it should. Something is wrong. It's not my computer per se being always filled in like that. I had that in the past as well, that I had a virus, but that was not really a virus. It was something annoying that just bloatwared my computer the whole time, which obviously was pretty much as annoying as you can imagine. So yeah, let's have a... I need to be very careful to not delete any building footage, because I did build all the way around. So let's have a look. So this is from now. This obviously is not saved. What a pity. So what we built was actually not on camera right now. What a shame, guys. I gotta double check. So this, I can't delete that one. I can delete this one though. I can delete this footage, and this footage. This one can be deleted. Fantastic. I'm very sorry that you have to live through this with me right now. But wait, I got early access. Yes, I do. I do have early access right now. So I have to delete this. I can delete that too. I'm not sure how much space I'm freeing up with this right now. I can't delete this. How much? Oh my god. Okay, the Prehistoric Kingdom stream we had is ginormous. That one is 30 gigabytes. Maybe that is also part of why it's so filled. That one is just a couple megabytes. That one is a couple megabytes. That one is a couple of gigabytes, but still needed. Yeah, that is footage I can't get rid of. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that you guys need to live through this with me. What is this? I can't delete this one either. That is some other stuff. Okay, then. So that is that. Let's have a look. Can I delete more rendering stuff? I can delete all of that. Yeah, this is something I can delete too. Okay, that shall be enough for now. The rest I need to do myself later on because I'm stupid and you don't need to live through this with me. Hold on, can I? Oh, man. Okay, I need to just get to the freaking... Has anyone a solution how to access the trash bin if it's on your desktop? I always need to clear the desktop fully in order to get there. And like it's always super annoying because it's very hard to get there eventually. Oh my god, thank you for raiding. Blinky's no good. Blinky is good for raiding. Should I become a member? What are the perks? Wonky Builder. If you are becoming a member, you will have some very cool emotes. You will be a very good person. And you will also eventually get some early access screenshots of some projects. But I rarely do this because I personally have the... I have, like, I'm convinced that I will never try to do something so, like, different for, like, the people watching. I still want to keep it as free as possible. Obviously, members help me a lot because the money frees me from the algorithm pressure and stuff and whatnot, and more members would give me more power to create more random stuff, to not follow the YouTube guidelines, if you will. But I'm also not willing to just, like, split groups, you know what I mean? This is why whatever perk you're getting, whatever membership you're getting, you will get the exact same perks. If you're willing to pay more, that is fine, that's on you. I really do appreciate, but I will not say like, oh, you're paying €1 a month, you're worse than a person who pays 4 or 5 or 6, you know? We have enough greedy companies out there with like greedy subscription models and whatnot. Really not into it. I do try to actually give you guys more early access sneak peeks than in the past. There is also a Discord channel, but also in all honesty, because we are so little members and it's just starting, there's also not that big of a reason to you know, to make that many perks. So if we will get over like 100, 150 or so, I will potentially eventually here and there make like an exclusive live stream or like an exclusive video for you guys that goes up a day earlier, but not more than that, you know. That is just like, that's not what I don't want to do this, you know. What kind of super chat do I need to send for becoming a float? Well, the perk today is if we get 10 people to super chat, the amount I don't think is necessarily mattering at all. Then if you do that, then at the end I will name not a float after you, but I will actually make a float with like 10 entertainers, and 10 entertainers will be named after and made after you guys, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what we are doing. Anyways, let's just record again. So that is working, and now connect this whole thing to the entertainment point. We are going to... Oh, wait, I'm just wondering, before I do this, also Venom's Kiss, is that correct? Venom's Kiss 2001. Please don't tell me that's the year where you're born, because that will make me feel way more older. Your entire bank account. So $20. Well, that's more than mine at the moment, so right. Anyways, Wonky Builder, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome on in. Thank you so much. Welcome, and thank you being a camel starter. Enjoy your emotes. There are some really funny ones in there. Okay, let's actually start building in here. We're just going to start with this. Actually, to be honest, this is not a bad base at all. What's that? KFDF_YT is now following. Thank you so much. Oh my god, no. That was when I made the name. Oh, that makes me feel young. Or not. Maybe we're the same age then. So whatever. This makes me a lot more happy than I thought it's gonna happen. So I'm a 2003. Don't ever say that again. Don't ever say that again. And not out loud. Okay, that's not gonna make me feel any better. Okay, so this is like a... Whoops. Oh, there were like, wait, how many times did I... Oh, okay, just one. Never mind. This is actually a pretty fantastic base. Let's add an object and go and have our Archer for Scale. I'm just like so happy that we have the Archer for Scale back. So, oh, that's actually already a pretty decent size. Ooh, okay. Well then, let's keep on building. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. I hope you guys already know what we are doing over here. If you don't know what we are doing, you need to go back and just have a look at whatever, touch some grass. You need to know what we are doing right now. You need to know. Are you just all telling me how old I am right now? Jinisath, the only one relatable. I was born in 1990. 1990 kids over here. Yes. Luca. Behave. It's not even past 11 or so. I'm gonna first of all look at some pieces we might... this is the one I had in mind. Oh, but it's too big. Oh, it's way too big actually. Scrap, what's that? I need too much scaling. It's over, guys. I have to go into too much scaling mod eventually. I may even download this for today's stream. That is insanely annoying, to be honest. I was born in 2012. Did you just say 2012? You mean you finished college in 2012? That's what you meant, right? Or you meant like your kid was born in 2012, right? Right? Asteria? Right? That's what you meant. Is that correct? Is that correct? Am I seeing that correctly? You're shocking me. I love the motorbike themed coaster trains. What mod? What do you mean? What mod does make themed coaster trains? What am I missing? I know. It's like, what's the... I don't like. Let's see if there's like... These pieces are in general pretty nice over here. That can be used in various ways. Can I slow... Oh, I can make that even smaller. Oh, perfect. So put a cap on. No, no cap. No, I'm just like, that's not what I want. Read the room. I think he's 14. Just a reminder, you need to be at least 13 to be on Twitch. I mean, if you're born 2012, you should be 16 by now, right? And so, no wait, 14. 14. My math is not mathing today. It's hot, okay? Too much scaling. Too much scaling. Oh, this one is good. This one is good. Perfect. That one is a piece that I wanted to have, so we can put that to the back. That one is doing a job fairly nicely though. Why is this a piece I can scale down so much? I mean, I'll take that for the moment, but why is there all of a sudden like a piece like that I can scale down so much? I want to have that more poppy and even more bright orange. There you go. And let's combat that with black. Fantastic stuff. Really like that. So what is this? These pieces are pretty good. It's an upper leg. I don't mind if it's an upper leg as... Oh my god. Is the upper leg, lower leg? What's that? Upper leg, other side? Right, left, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's perfect. I'm just going to use that one. That one should sit in... Ooh, yeah, yeppa. That is mighty. That is mighty. I'm just wondering, like, what is this? Why is this so weird looking? That looks like a teeth. That's a weird shape, though. I thought it's going to be great, but that's a surprisingly weird shape. Ah. Snap! I thought I had found my piece. Okay, what about... Ooh, this is a plastic canopy. Oh, I could have used that one instead for the... I can still use that. I mean... How small can we... Oh, that one is also fairly small in terms of... Oh, yeah, that is so cool. That is adding it. Yeah, let's have a look. Orange, yeah, orange, more orange. That is so good. I hope we get one of the next updates, cinematic camera tool. Oh, God, please. This is one of the few things I just will never understand. I will never understand how they could betray us so hard to not give us the cinematic tool from the start. Like, I was so certain we are getting this, and I was planning so many cinematic things, and then, like, Frontier was like, no. Wait, Rudy's making a penguin on a surfboard? Nope, I'm not. It's not going to be a penguin. It's not going to be a penguin. Is that small enough? Ooh, we can get this rather small, which is nice, but I feel most like, can I do this even smaller? Is that the smallest we can get? Map. Okay. I think at the end of the day, we will end up with a lot of small pieces then, but it's okay. Let's put that on top. I think that's looking kind of cool. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. That's gonna look cool eventually. I will need to find a pretty good piece now for what I'm having in mind. And it's just not, it's not working the way I want to. This one could be. This one is actually, this is promising. This is very promising indeed. Oh, enhanced move tool. Oh my God, the enhanced move tool. I see, the problem is I don't want to get into that because I will be spoiled forever. As much as I am looking into that and it's looking so good and so promising, I'm like, oh, I can't. But I need to. That's the problem. I will eventually need to. It's just making me feel sad in a positive sad way, if that makes sense. Let's do this also in this crazy orange. There you go. Yeah, that's going the right direction. And I will be able to just about have this one curl around a little and then just go in like so. And I believe what could be working nicely is if I rotate this again. Oh man, I'm wondering if I'm just gonna scale that a little bit. I wish also to have the scale option like it's shown in Planet Zoo already, with like that slider on top here instead of that like bluish outline. The slider having just in front of the UI felt like generally such a good idea, and I do hope they will eventually get that idea back into Planet Coaster 2 as well, because that looked very promising indeed. Okay, we are getting there. This is looking already pretty much where I want to go. Can you show us the music in the DLC? It's gonna be playing as well in our stream today. So yeah, okay, so most of the base is done, and I'm wondering right now if I can finally do what I wanted to do initially. I'm just wondering if we have better pieces for that, but I think I have to do that again with the simple art shapes. Yeah, there's some, I mean, this could work as well. There's some really good pieces in here. Let's type in plastic and see if we can find some good plastic pieces. Because they would definitely be plastic. Yeah, the letters with the bracket could also work fairly nicely if I use this correctly. Hold on. I could use the bracket and I could, like, how is the mirror working? Is the mirror working in our favor? It is not. Snap! But is it just because of that piece? Oh, it is. Okay, so this piece is working better. What about the... Frontier. Fix that, please. Fix it. See ya later. Are you gonna go? Okay, have a good one. ICS, no, you're staying, Wonky. Ice Cream Man, have a good one. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the couple of minutes we enjoyed together. I mean, at least I did enjoy. Let's have a look what is in here. I need a specific piece, but I am uncertain if we have one. There's some really cool pieces in here. But like this specific form, there are a couple of surfboards over here that are cool for that. I'm just gonna have a look if we find a piece that does the trick. I mean, could use that one. It has to be fairly small though. How's that one called, by the way? Toy plastic wing. Okay, it's gonna be called wing. We need the wing later on. Keep the wing in mind if I forget, because I'm stupid. Got that one. These ones are terribly big over here. Okay, I'm going to go with the normal art shape. So let's quickly go into that art shape area. There is obviously no other way of doing it, so I'm just going to use these pieces, and I believe I'm going to use that one. That one should be fine. Have we a bigger one of that one? I could use... Nah. I have to put so many pieces in. Let's actually do the middle first of all. And then scale that down and just about do, yeah. And then just bring this together. Together forever. So let's... yeah, how tall shall that be? I think that is about the size we go for. I'm going to make that orange as well. And we're going to do it this way. And we're just going to have that sit like so. Stay hydrated. I still cannot see this. Okay. How do we do this with the channel points? Either I have to have my mods always tell me what people will redeem, or I just have to get this chat eventually on. You are staying wonky? What a treat. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use another piece for that. I'm going to use this piece instead. So, oh my god. A, terrible placement. B, way too big. What is going on over here? I'm just wondering if I think that makes a lot more sense if we... Okay, how much... Oh my god. So, it's like a terrible way of... Why is this piece... Okay, hold on. So this piece is scaled at what? 12. And it's not even centered. I'm gonna scale this to 12 as well. And I'm going to put this right up here, okay? So that makes sense now. And if we bring this a little more up and push that over, yeah, it's exactly doing what I wanted it to do. However, I'm willing to make that a little bit more of an edge. So we're just going to have that like so. Thank you for the follow, Neo_Dragon. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is getting where it should be. Now, yeah, the wing is coming. Thank you so much. The wing is about to come. And I meant that in a non-sexual way. it's just, you know, it's just being used. Okay, that doesn't make it better. I hope you understand what I wanted to say with this. Gonna tilt this. I think I can and need to tilt this down to make it work. That is pretty much what I wanted to do. And now I have to change this into the other piece. And I'm assuming that we need to do this 12 degrees, right? Is that still being mirrored? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. And we are just going to... Oh my god, this is gonna be rather annoying to be done. But I will eventually get this done. So let's just push that in as much as we can. And now we're going to try to get this... Oh my god. I think we're just going to use them all at the same time and then just get this rotated so that we have this shape hopefully working. It's going to be a nightmare, but a worthy one hopefully. So let's check if... Why is the gizmo all of a sudden being such a pain now? What is going on, Gizmo? Are you for real? Okay. The gizmo is just saying, Rudy, that's it for today. I'm out. It's too hot. Damn it. I cannot work. That's not even... Okay, well, snap that. We are going to have find another solution. That's looking crap. That's looking absolutely... I like how this looks to the side and so on. Really do like that. So we can actually go with this and push that forward and just have like a little bit of something going on like this. That is exactly what I want to have. This looks kind of cool. And just like, whoops, fix the central area here. Nice. Okay, I like that. That's fine. I'm gonna go with this. But the front is going to be such a pain in the... And I think I'm gonna just do another one. I'm going to use this piece. I'm just going to try to make that look somewhat decent. I think I can get away with this. I think I will be able to get away with this. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. We just have to make sure that this is going to fit the orange a little better. So here we go. And I'm just gonna bring this forward so that it just about fits. And now we just need to have... Wow. You know what look better and cooler? A parade or a coaster. Yeah, we will. I mean, we are doing something very important here. You will see that in a second. So don't you worry, Kane. I mean, you're obviously right. We should focus on our very much beloved parade in a bit. But as always, you know that I'm always getting distracted by cool ideas. And as long as this idea is going to be made work, this is going to be very fun and just possible because of the new addition of the event points, which... Oh, this is a mirrored version. Maybe we can get this more pointy by that then. So, can I get this more pointy? If I... That's looking like a baby bell. This is not pointy. This is not... I need something more pointy. I can't deal with this. I need something more pointy. And by that I mean we have to search for all the freaking pieces now. Okay, well... I think the fighter jet is something I have. That is kind of pointy as I need it to be, but it's, yeah. I mean, I could make it that long, but it does, nah, it doesn't lead. It's, it's always the same kind of piece, and if you work on that such a small scale, it is really even more harder now. Ba 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 baby bell, oh baby bell. I'm sorry, but you can't say that tune without me going nuts for that. So this one, and I believe I can't get this small enough either. Or maybe can I? This is a cool piece, but it might actually be... Yeah, it still is too chunky. It needs to be something more flat to the front. Let's see if we can find anything. Maybe like a metal piece. Maybe something from... some of those things. I mean, as I said, the fighter jet front is always the one piece that you would need. But I don't want to have like a fighter jet front. This is... But it's kind of like... I mean, okay, fair. As for a boat, that works as well. And because I don't want to spend even more time now finicking around, I'm going to do exactly this. I'm going to use that jet piece as for the front. And to be fair, there is kind of a good argumentation to why that could be as a boat, as like a little speed ship. So I'm willing to say that this is a fairly good compromise over here. I can totally work with this. And then, I mean, we could use, it's kind of funky though, but we could use this back thing as well, because that one is also like what these boats have at the back. Something like that, you know, is something that you would have on these boats. Honestly, when we put that in the water, that's going to look good. And we're going to say wing now, because this is the last piece I need to get in. Wing. Not that wing. It's this one over here. Hopefully we can make this small enough. Yeah, we can. So basically that is going to be in the ground here. Let's make that black, because that's like what makes these boats kind of have that control, I guess, you know. Let's do it here. And then we can also make that have a wing to the back. Okay, fair. And now what we need a... oh god, how's the thing called? A jet, a fountain jet. And now they, oh my god, Dommel resub for 58 months. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous, Dommel. Ridiculous that is. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with the special effect water jet small. And now we have to press play for a second. Yeah, exactly, that's what we need. And that's like how these little boats always have that, right? I'm just gonna make that thing disappear a little. I still need this nubsy to be plopped out here. Is that kind of a... Wait, I need to just have that emerge from exactly down here. And then that's exactly fitted in this thing. And let's have a look. Yeah, that's like how these little boats drive. Okay. Oh my god, that is so cool. And now, oh wait, our arch of scale has to go. Okay, there you go. Fair enough. And also, let's just move everything quite a lot more up here. See, here we go. Awesome. And now, what we're going to do is we are going to bring this all the way down so that the boat is like touching down into the water right over here. I mean, we got to fix the water over here anyways for that. So let's quickly double tap, get rid of the water, and we're going to... And that will be so good if we can finally do this editing without getting rid of the water. I love the fact that Planet Zoo is going to introduce that. So we're going to make this be a little bit of a bay here. So there we go. Let's just make that work. Here we go. Awesome. And this is going to be staying here. And now let's plop back in the water. What's the height? Is that the height? Yeah, that was the height. Okay, perfect. And now we're going to put this boat in a little bit of a rotational station. I'm going to bring this one here. And now... this is the event point, and we can set the focus. And I'm wondering, can I... Oh, cool. I can even set a focus to the piece itself. Ooh, that is kind of cool. So, wait, hold on. This thing is now working. Can I play this? Play trigger sequence. Oh, wait, I didn't edit the... I need to add the object. Hold on. Confirm. And we also need to do one change over here. We need to add the little fountain jet. And the special effect play for... Yeah, the question is, how long is the entire timeline over here? Why is it also so late in the timeline? Wait, start at 0 and play for, I don't know, what's that, 38 seconds? Is that how long as it goes? Can I zoom all over? How long is the whole thing going? Okay, 43 seconds is... Okay, so this is gonna be... 43 seconds, and it's starting about 1 second and is gonna be 41, because like the effect is going to start, you know, later than that. And so we have this little event point over here, and we can play the trigger sequence. Let's have a look what happens now. Okay, first of all, it doesn't work. What the heck? Why is it not working? Okay, so I mean, that is kind of cool. We should actually put some water effects into, like some actual splash effects. Oh, that is so fun. But that looks really fun. And if we've got multiple of these in here and people can actually trigger them, that would be so cool. I'm just like wondering, hopefully... I'm just a little bit scared right now, guys. I do hope that... I do hope oh, I love that. I so love that. However, I have a problem. I think I mean oh, that is why. Why was it that late? Okay, never mind. Ah, okay, now it's working. For a brief second, guys, I thought that the well, I was mind blown. My own. Thanks. Also, Larable. Hello. Okay, logging on B&M and Parade now. Yeah, Sarah, you're right. Okay, so I'm just gonna fix this with the water effect because we can copy the whole idea and put a couple of those down. So that is going to be very fun. I really do hope that I can just copy the entire thing and then like blueprint that, obviously, and then put it down. I'm just wondering, like, for a brief second, I feared that I can't connect a sequencer to that one. That would have been, anyways. Does anyone know what bugs were fixed? Really hoping the invisible build menu has been patched out and would be great. For one thing I have seen that has been fixed is, is that I don't have these nasty, what's that called again? these menu glitches. Sometimes like the confirm menu or scale menu is like on the top of the screen, very like wide or so. That one has been fixed for me finally. Okay, so let's quickly go into the water effects. That's the last thing we're doing, and then we move on to the parades fixation, whatever you're gonna call this. We have to, like the foam is too big, obviously. We can't really use the foam, but what we can do is we could try to see what's the biggest splash we have. Okay, so that doesn't matter. What else do we have over here? What else is this? No, we don't need this. How's the top looking? Is the top much bigger than the other ones are? Yeah, it is. Like, I thought this could be put all the way down, so it kind of has the effect of... did I place one now? No. Wait. Okay, there's that little water then coming up from. I feel like this is exactly kind of the piece that would make like for a nice effect to the back. Like so. You know, and then just have this like, yeah, maybe I'm just gonna use the smaller one afterwards. Let's see. There is a smaller effect. You know, like that. And then I'm going to bring this over here to the side of the ship as well. I'm just wondering if this is the correct effect to go with, but I guess we're going to find out. Would that be around the front or the side? I mean, I could also go for like water splash large. Obviously, it's not. Okay, so this splash. What about the smallest one? Maybe the splash. Yeah, that one is kind of cool because it does do almost like a bit of a ripple effect. It doesn't also matter if it's below water. It still gives it that effect of driving in the water, you know. You can probably angle it like 4 degrees backwards. Yeah, you're right, but I'm not sure if that works with the splash as well. To be honest, that also looks kind of cool if we were to plop it to the side here. Yeah, that's almost better because that one springs a little bit to the back. The only problem I have is that I do see the VFX down here. You know, I would need to just plop that to the front. Yeah. I have to angle that sideways then to make it work, but it should work, you know. That should work. Thank you. Oh my god, sub gifted. That is amazing. Romanique, thank you so much. This is awesome. Thank you so much for gifting 2 subs. For anyone who's getting the subs, welcome on to the crew. Okay, so that is cool. I'm just going to get rid of this one. Whoops. And say done. So what we're going to do now is really quickly going to edit these to the trigger sequence. And we're going to add the objects. So what we got to do is we have to add these ones. Wait. Two of them. 3. Oh, I have to use shift. I'm stupid. Yeah, no matter then. No, 4 of them. Confirm. Okay, so all of them have to be... Oh my god! They're just someone just did this. Oh, look at that! And they're even pointing at this. Do they change the direction where they point? Because obviously this piece is moving now. I'm just wondering if they do. Look at that! This is so freaking cool! This is so freaking cool. And if I do this like as if they have this little steering stuff over here. Oh my god, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. Play for like 40 seconds. Awesome. And I'm gonna play you for like 40 seconds too. And you are playing for 40 seconds as well. Awesome. We've gone deep into it. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool, guys. And obviously, You can then change also. That was admire. Excitement can also be one good one. I wish they would add some more effects, like pressing the button more often or whatever. You know, what? You should click the link and buy if it's my instant gaming link. Yes. Is this a sign? Whatever. Okay. So guys, I'm very happy about the little boat thingy. I will not progress with this right now. Oh my god, I am possessed, but I will not progress with this right now because why would I? So, add them to add power, height, effect base. Yes. Who's okay? So, this is kind of cool. And if the next person is going to do this, so is there a scared reaction? Not yet, but like these things open up so much for the future that with every pack they bring, they could bring also in new kind of effects. That would be super, super cool. Okay, never mind. We are going over, and before we go to the dive coaster, we are fixing some of our parade's issues over here. Is the parade just like actually running right now? Is there like an active parade? No, it's testing. I'm just going to close the parade right now because it's just annoying me a little. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add the, just like kind of make sure that this planter is a little bigger over here. I need to just about brush over here so we don't have a border. And I will also need to just about delete this. Yeah, still keep a lot of space there to make sure that there is, yeah, that's okay. And we're going to brush over. I'm just going to record this bit here. And just going to brush over this one as well. Okay, so we got to get this corner fixed because obviously people can't really stay over here. What we are also fixing is this bit over here. We need to get rid, whoops, what am I even doing? We need to get rid of some of these pieces for several reasons. Why can I not delete them? Oh, this is not even a group. Oh, that's why. Why did I not build a group over here? Okay, that makes no sense whatsoever, but it's fine. So we have this area, and apparently this little pathway over here doesn't really work. Now, what I want to change is, and you know, that is already pretty close with the coaster, so it makes sense to not have pathway too close over here anyway. So what we're going to do again is we are going to delete. We're going to delete the path on that edge so that no one is queuing up over here. So that bench goes a long way there. That's fine. But we're just going to delete the pathway around that edge a little bit. So I will use a bit of a concrete ground to make it look nice now. But that should be it. So we are just brushing over here yet again. So hopefully that doesn't have a... Okay, so there is a foundation, but that is... Okay, we can... Wait, why is there still a foundation? Is that because of the rights foundation? I think it is. Okay, now that is great. So we have fixed this mostly. What we're going to do now is we are going to say really quickly, clear all filters, but we're going to go into content packs, parades pack, and we are going to use some of the incredible new pieces that we get with the small town set. There's some like of the best pieces in. I hope to fix the groundbreaking with paths sometimes, if not I mean, they have fixed a lot of the pathing for this update, so that is already pretty cool. I'm very enjoying this. Like it's been like a charm so far, and I quite enjoyed that. So I'm using this piece now. This should go and fit right in here. Yeah, I quite love that. There's still enough space to be secure from... Yeah, okay, well, I can move the lamppost as well. I can and will move the lamppost. There will be no lamppost like that over here. Does it being pause affected? Wait. I gotta hop for a few minutes. Okay, have a good one. See you later, Asteria. Okay, we have this. I'm just gonna make this a bit more colored, like so. And then this base can be... The base can actually be even darker to suit our four-lake color scheme a little better. And then we can just have it about so. And we obviously go and make a group out of that. So this is going to be a wall type that is going to be featured more than once in here. So let's move all of that over so it goes actually into that corner over here. That firework piece can then be merged into it nicer so that we don't really see it that much. Here we go. And then we are And we are just going to see that we can have this group, and we're going to add. Oh my god, did I select the piece now? It's very hard to tell if I select, but I hope I did select all of these pieces because they need to be in as well. I do hope I did. Let's see, first of all, if I can move them all. Ah, see, I missed out on one. This is what I meant. Okay, let's just select that too, merge into the group, and then we bring this one manually up again. Like, come on, like this. There we go. That matches quite nicely. So we're just gonna bring all of that over then. Oh my god, Dommel, thank you for the 100 cheering bits. Thank you so much. This is so cool. At least I do see the cheers, even though I don't see the channel point redemption. That is something I do see, at least, at the very least. Okay, so this is our new type of wall. To be fair, it looks, it looks so much better. It just looks so much better. So that one was standing right on top of that one. So we just about have that edge to the ground. That is good. Is that a group, by the way? Oh, it's not even a group. I'm a terrible person. And there is that sequencer. We can actually put that like into the wall properly. So let's just do this like so. Loved that show as a kid. Which show, by the way? Semaphore. Oh, Semaphore. There you go. Very true. The Dimension Coaster he built. Wait. Let's talk about it. Which one? Yeah, looks more reactive and quicker to open and close windows. No, it is. They have improved this so often lately. Which YouTuber are we talking about? Is this Fork? Are we talking about Fork because he did like stuff? But yeah. Okay, we fixed that in. That's kind of cool. Maybe not to be too political. No, we shouldn't be too. Oh, my wife is about to go to bed already. Okay, well. Oh, you just bought Polenko 2 via this link. You're very good. Okay, fair enough, guys. You are going to get a parade right now while I'm gone. Oh, Sylph, you mean? Okay, we can always talk about Sylph. We don't talk about Brew. No. I'm going to give you guys a parade. We're going to open it now, and we're going to play the parade. And, whoops. I'm not meaning to make this quicker than it needs to be. First person camera. Hello? Okay, well, let's just go into the first person camera here. And I'm just going to sneak you into this position because that one is going to be a good position for you guys. Here we go. I'm going to put my face out of the way right now. And there you go. And I'm just going to plop that one and bring this all the way up here into the corner. And that one goes here. I can bring this all the way up. It doesn't even matter. And I will be saying, be back soon. Oh, that one needs to come up too. There you have that. And I will give enough. No, I don't, because she's sick and I don't want to be sick as well. So she may get one on the forehead to not get the bacteria. We're going to have to stay away from the bacteria. Yeah, chair party, guys. Okay, I'll be back in a second. You get the parade. I'll get maybe one kiss and at least some more drinks. So that will be good. So enjoy the parade.
Holiday à peu près. Nous t'aimerons nous
C'est pas le genre à la
Della arbo Gudron? Suecare. Hey, Benno.
Over Yala Food and Buying Fan. Who will Masui? Surrounding say yes, no Tora.
I'm bad at relating
CP haven't
Sao lấy mất tem rồi rồi lát.
The pedestal Nesua, please. Maltadaz Gumada.
Purpose say a darba nail and a yoke, the don for one.
Repto. Duty soon.
Hilla Kinta, the Tani Pavun.
That person to me.
Oh, the raffle manifesto. Bon up.
No, I beat all that. Down and down. Hey, what's up, though?
Damo do som. Producer. Har den plickret alla med?
Tisa.
Undi.
Money or Schindler gonna you deal?
Wow. Vada a whiskey. Bravo, è full of pet better. Holiday à peu près.
Merci de
The under track. Dundu, Suffer your German. Say a Darwin nail and I go.
Ja, il Dino. Luciano Baboon.
Hello! So, did you guys have a good parade? Oh my god, oh my, what the heck? Yeah, I figured I have, oh my god. Something has stung me, but that doesn't look really like a, that doesn't look like a mosquito. Oh, is there another parade coming? There's another parade coming, or did you see the parade? The parade was great. I'm just gonna show you, oh my god, what is that? Oh, I think that just happened now. Ooh. It's not the most nice photo of all time, but like my leg, something just stung me there. Can you see that? Well, I think, okay, well that is just hard to show because I have the autofocus out of gear. Well, just zoom all the way in. Let me show you. You can see that. This is on my leg. What the heck is this? This is just, this is not good. And it hurts. It just really hurts. I think that just happened on the way down. Wait. Focus, focus. There you go. There you go. What the heck is this? Ah. Never mind. Never mind. I just need to. Oh, it was like a turbo mosquito, whatever. I'm just preparing a bit more drink, and then we are going to still fix this main street a bit more. I still don't like where they're queuing up over here. I don't really like where they're standing. And one of the biggest issues is, so like, oh, gross. No more like people. Oh. White male legs is the peak content here. I think a spider. It's not the yellow from the egg, I know. Okay, hold on. Before the next parade is happening, as I said, like I don't like the queuing up over here. I mean, I like this that they do queue up over here. This is kind of okay. Really not too much of a big issue. I wish there was more going on here in the front. And this is kind of a bit of an issue because, like, it's... I don't mean, it's weird they didn't add parades as free. Okay. Oh, it's not camel toes, it's camel legs. Where's my toothless float? You want to have a toothless float? Okay, well, there's the floats coming. People are cheering. So, okay, we do see a couple of issues here already. I will get rid of... I'm just going to record while the parade is on. We are just going to get rid of all of these issues right now. Because I figure this is the best way possible of dealing with this. So we have these things. These fooders will have to stand over here. That is just part of the main street and will not be a problem. But what is a problem is a planter like this, for example. That's part of the whole building. So what I'm willing to do is I am moving the entire tree to way further next to the house. Just like make that whole pathway a lot more narrow here. Or even, actually I can't bring this too close up here, but I could delete the whole area here a bit more and put like the tree here. I mean, does that look... I quite liked the tree somewhat more here. Yeah, I want to have it here. So I'm just going to search for a good spot for that. Oh, I also need to put back the music on. So, hey, keep it PG. That's my actual name initials, by the way. So, I don't know if mechanic is free and content of the parade isn't. I guess no, like haunted mazes or so. Okay, so I will just fix that area. Please keep in mind, guys, when I have fixed this area over here, we will be talking about what I do think about the parades being no free update, because it is certainly a rather big change for Frontier. That absolutely is true. Is that the biggest? The smallest circle? Oh my god. That is obviously a huge change for Frontier in terms of what they have done. So keep that in mind. I'll be talking about this in a bit because it is relatively important to talk about, I guess. At the end of the day, it might not be as crazy as people may think it is, but it's still there. Yeah, it still is relatively interesting, I think, at the end of the day. So that makes it round. That's a good shape. That's a good shape. I think they can still meander by that. That's fine. Gotta watch videos of the series. Yeah, I mean, that's a good series. It's a really good series. And I'm wondering if I need a planter anyways over here, but there is like a bit of an incline. So having like a very thin planter here might come in nicely and just fill that in with flowers, you know? I think that is what I'm willing to do. So we're gonna get rid of these things. We're just gonna rotate this thing and bring this one in like so, and then that corner with a flashlight, it's a bit in the shadow, make that like so, and on here, oh my god, I hope I didn't catch the bacteria already, because oh my god, my throat is so dry right now. I'm like coughing the whole time. I mean, I did speak quite a lot today at work. I did speak quite a lot last night to making the videos for you guys. You bring big selling make money. I mean, it's the main selling point of the DLC, right? Yeah. Yeah, fair. Okay, so this is kind of cool, because now we should be able, that's what she said. Now we should be able to bring this pathway a lot further to the back here. So let's just try to, it should be snapping. Can I snap this? Yeah, it's actually a good way of snapping it here. And let's bring, I don't want to bring this too much there. So where's the snap point? I need to bring this a little further down. Okay, that was too much. Okay, they can walk that edge. It's fine. I can deal with this. So let's bring it here. Is this already connected? Yeah, it is. And now the question is, can I move this? I don't want to make this connect. No, just do not connect. Just ever so slightly. Okay, that was too slightly. Let's just see if I can. I mean, it snaps, and sometimes I would wish it snaps, but yeah, nah. You can just like tiny steps, tiny baby steps over here. I can just about. There you go. That is the best I can do. The best I can do. And what about that edge? Can I just about move that edge? I wish to be just. What so? Oh, okay, that destroys it. Okay, never mind. We can just improvise over here. Whatever. We can do it this way, and just like fix this by having like a bit of a stone in here. It doesn't need to be all that neat and tidy, you know. We can just fix things by tricking the system a little. It's fine. It's fine, guys. And we can also just make that planter by that, make it look a bit more interesting. So here goes that. It's fine. I'll dig that. I like that. So then we're gonna go use this big boy over here. I'm gonna use you, and we are just going to do that. So this is also looking good. It's like this tiny work that will make the whole build be so much better, guys. It's gonna be so much better. I am keeping an eye on the chat. You guys have some very good points, by the way. And yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. I will also want to go to the dive coaster. So maybe I'm just forcing myself to go to the dive coaster area in a bit, because I want to release that video this week. And I actually thought we were going to make some more progress today. I mean, I I didn't think. What we do need, by the way, is foliage. I think this is another huge miss of this pack. Or not huge. This pack didn't have that many huge misses, but it did have some misses, and one of these is, for me personally, the lack of foliage pieces, because that classic Main Street vibe would have offered such a good opportunity to give us some really cool classical plants, you know, something really, really typical Main Street vibe, like floral stuff, classic trees, just stuff like that, you know, stuff that you typically would see on the Main Street area. That is definitely something I'm kind of missing. Not gonna lie, I kind of miss this. So I thought they would be maybe bringing in something like this. Which, yeah, they didn't. So it's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. Can I make King Coaster come in here? Is that, like, would that look good to grow as a hedge over here? You know what? I'm just going to plop this guy as a hedge here. We don't really have too much of this kind of theme park vibe stuff going on. So you're going to make it here. And I'm just going to grab myself these three. And why can I not select the third one? Sometimes it's so stupid. Sometimes it's so ridiculous. Okay, well, that's that. So the planter is also looking neat. Okay, so we get this first area already sorted, so people can actually stand here quite nicer now. This makes the whole Main Street a lot more approachable. And I am willing, despite the fact that I quite like this corner, I will get rid of most of this planter over here too. I just want to keep like a tiny one, but I first of all give you guys the statement. So, so what you guys come up with is parades are a huge mechanic. I never thought that it'd be free. It's not like the other small mechanics in the diving PC makes sense to change for it. Well, to be honest, this is one of the few occasions where I would go 100% with what Kane said. This is exactly the point. Also, again distracted, but okay. Okay, I'm just going to. This is something I need to fix later, and it's exactly my opinion. Like, we have been talking about how much we are scared that Frontier would stop the support for this game. We have been talking about the fact that we think Planet Coaster 2 is dead and it's not fixable, whatnot. And we've been talking about that it's impossible to bring back people. All of these things have been done now. You can already tell from the comments and the overall sentiment, and I'm really curious to see the player count on Steam on the weekend. I really am curious, despite the weather. Maybe the weather is a negative for that, but other than that, people are madly into it. I've never had these amazing comments for Planet Coaster 2 at all. People are really hyped for the Parade DLC, and they don't even, like, for a split second, talk about if it's a DLC or not. And here's the thing, as Kane rightfully mentioned, in the past, whenever we got a new mechanism that was added to the game, it's never been such a huge mechanism that definitely changes an entire area of the game. I mean, it's almost like as if Planet Zoo would have added full diving for free. That doesn't make any sense. You still would have like a full diving DLC, or maybe similar to the aquatic DLC. Yes, you kind of got the aquatic like diving mechanism, but the entire idea of diving, like penguins and stuff like that, that typically go, and seals, is obviously part of the DLC. So it's not that much of a difference. And yes, this is the first time where an entire game mechanism is hidden or locked from free players. However, I would argue that it's not comparable to all the other things, because at the end of the day, it still is just a ride. You know, it's just a ride, and it's not an entire, like, tab. And therefore, to be completely honest, they kind of did do the same as always by adding, and this is very important, the arcades. I think we need to look a little bit different at it. We need to look at it as entertainment is the thing added to the game, and there is a part of entertainment being added for free, and not a small one, not at all a small one, actually a rather crazy one if you look at that. There is a crazy amount of new interaction as entertainment, and we just did that little boat thingy that is obviously an event point, which is also for free. So I think what you have to look at is not the parades being the one thing that has been added to the game, but actually the entertainment being added to the game. And then again, Frontier did the same as always. Part of it to just meander into that area of entertainment, to not leave you completely alone with an empty tab over there. You know, you gotta have arcades and event points now. If you do get the DLC, though, you get these amazing parades to it. If you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to go for. So yeah, that's my opinion on that one. I do think parades, rightfully so, are a DLC. There is no talk around that. And I do think they have added something for free, as always, and that is the entertainment this time around. So, yeah. All right. Oh, God. It's kind of funny that you said transport, right, Dommel? I just got the news that the entire German national train network is down. The entire German train network, all trains are down. Like, the entire train network in Germany is down because no internet. Like, I'm living in the most retarded freaking country in the world. It's not like that we are just... God, I can't. I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay. Like, we joke a lot of how far behind we are as a country. We as a country, we are starting to become a third world country when it comes to digitalization. And that is not a joke. That's not me saying. That's what analysts saying. That is just what very clever people say. That's what, like, most major studies say. We are talking, I just read the article briefly. I just flew over the article. It's GSMR, which is a rather old technology even. It's not even a super modern technology, which is kind of crazy that they are still... it's rather crazy for me that they still use that technology and not more modern one. Okay, I'm just like, I need to move on, but that is the absolute perfect example of what our country is all about at the moment. I mean, wow. Well, let's get on, guys. Let's get on with it. Yeah, I mean, I don't even use the German trains because of that. I never use them, and I will not use them much more. However, we are going to get into it, guys, and we are going to make this planter a lot smaller. I think I want to keep these rhododendron bush over here because it's just fairly nice. I'm just gonna make that a little smaller. I'm just gonna get rid of this one. Gonna get rid of this one. That one too. Is that a? It's not even a. Not a building. Let's actually make that fairly small indeed. I'm just going to see that I make this planter work. Like so. I'm just going to get rid of all the pieces here. It's funny that I didn't make this a building. Usually I always do kind of make this a building. By the way, windows as walls, guys. If you're new to the channel or new to Planet Coaster, you have to go back a couple of years. This is where we kind of used a lot of window pieces as wall pieces or curbs, because they used to having a freaking good texture. If you turn them around, look at that, like kind of concrete texture. It's such a good texture, so people were using this as actual walls. So that's kind of all to this music, guys. Alright, so it just brings me down again after that little moment of annoyance. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to try to bring this thing down here. Okay, too steep. Let's first of all try to fix it this way, and now to fix it that way. Ooh, but it's meandering around the corner here a little, right? I think what I want to do is, let's have a look. Okay, that would work. So I'm just going to do it that way. Awesome. And now, well, there's like another thing. We're just gonna move that in, and another one, and another one, and then just like, let's see if we can. Hopefully now. Ha. And we're just going to bring this one in too. Okay, so all of this is almost perfect, but now we just have to connect that back to the track here. But that should actually work rather simply. So first things first, just gonna oh, the music is so good. Frontier has outdone themselves again. Oh, look at that, guys. This is so perfect. Just gonna bring that moss detail back in just because we can. Oops. Is that floating? Oh yeah, it is. Is floating. There's like a little mold down here. Is there? It looks like there is a little mold. Oh yeah, that's almost perfect. You know what we're gonna do? Just for the funsies, I'm just going to do this. This is cool, but it's getting even cooler. Let's actually type in water, and then we're going to put in such a fantastic water piece. I'm gonna bring this all the way down. It should... why is this happening? It should be, if I do... It should create like a little water area. Hold on. Okay. I thought it's gonna look better than... like in my mind, that looked better. So would I need to make this a lot brighter? Let's place it just for a second. Yeah, nah, that doesn't look any good. That doesn't look any good. So let's just get rid of all of that. Can I just somehow smooth that out? What if I use the rounding tool? Yeah, that makes... It's kind of a weird mold down here, isn't it? I'm just like... Can I... If I... It doesn't really fix it. It's a bit of an odd one. I would need to... I can't really do much about it. Honestly, I'm just going to leave it as is. And I will potentially fix this by later or whatnot. Yeah, so let's skip that song because that has just been my Hanseatic Dreamland song. Okay, cool. But, oh, this song. Okay, we've got a lot of space now for them to come down here. That's good. Something PC1 has as PC that I want to love is being allowed to change the color of the clean natural water and change the visibility of it too. Yeah, 100%. We need this. Put a drain in there. You're right. Let's just do that. Is that all called decal? These all like drains, don't they? I'm not sure why this is a vent. This is the most perfect drain in the world. Honestly. That's actually kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool, to be honest. I'm just wondering also if we need to have a couple more of these things anyways. And I'm just going to make that smaller. And I can also make that a little more aligned with this. Hello there, happy building. Thank you, Osterfey. Good evening. So... Okay. Oops, this is not parade. I need to... Nope, also not that guy. Also not that guy. I need to... Get out of the way. Thank you. My man. What an annoyance. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Well, is hell freezing over? Rudy has said Dommel and myself 100% right in the same stream. I mean, yeah, you gotta be fine with this. Today is today. Mark that into your comment. After the DLC release, I think the game is in a great state for Frontier to go into the water park area. I hope they do. I also kind of. I need to do this right now, guys. I have this idea. I have to do it right now. Okay. We call it a day for now. This is already some good fixes in place. We're gonna move over here to our dive coaster in a second. I just want to do one more thing, and that is actually in the pool area. There is no one actually in the pool. Is this even open? It is, but there's like no one in the pool area right now. I think because I don't even have changing rooms. And I mean, oh no, there are changing rooms. Are these things open too? Okay, there's literally no one interested in even going here. That is so whack. No one wants to go to the pools? I can't even imagine. What is the deal that no one is actually around? I'm like so kind of confused to why no one is actually wanting to go into the swimming pools. Maybe because there's like no slides whatsoever. Anyways, what I want to quickly do, and this is that's a rather simple thing to do. We are going to just type in. Or actually, we are not going to type in anything. We are going to do the effects tab, and then we go into water.
Seit Gründung des Kanals am 4. August 2013 hat dieser 402.114.769 Aufrufe auf 3.491 Uploads erhalten.
Cool, Alexa. Kennst du auch Rudi Rennkamel? Silence. Alexa, wer ist Rudi Rennkamel?
Übersetzt von Kittel.co. Rudi arbeitete als Schauspieler, Filmautor und Regisseur.
Alexa, who is Rudi Rennkamel?
Ich weiß nicht, wie ich dir dabei helfen kann.
If you guys have ever been scared of AI, just think what this thing was meant to be, and well, here we are. Okay, let's hit play, and I need one specific piece, and I think this is that one, right? Yeah, it's that one. Or did we go for the big one? Yeah, we're definitely gonna go for the big one. I think you guys can see where this is going. Maybe that's actually too much. I think. I wonder how that would look if you put that on a rotational. How? Okay, wait. Wait. Okay, wait. Not radial. Wait. Rotational. There you go. I'm just gonna. I'm just wondering, like. Huh. I mean, okay, the question now is, what happens if I do that again, and then, what the heck? What the heck? No, just like this. Okay, what are you listening? This is actually from the parade. This is Afetur Javart from the parade pack. That's such a cool song. Okay, that actually works. That actually works. I'm gonna go with this design. This is a good design. Okay. And we are just going to delete this piece. And we're going to have our arch of a scale. Arch of a scale. You're gonna be here. Oh, Rosa. Alright, so this is our archer friend. There you go. This is fantastic. Cool. Perfect. Whatever. And now this is all fine stuff, but we're just going to say small town. I think there is some good stuff in here. It's not only small town, by the way. It's just like a lot of other pieces. I think this is the piece I was going for. Yeah. This is the base float, but what you can actually do with the base float is you can make like a very cool little platform for, you guessed it, a shower. So I'm gonna make this like so, and then we could also make that like darker outline, whatever, like this. And I think, yeah, that's what I meant. There is like this tiny, tiny edge there. And now if we were to just type in water, and I do hope that we can make this as small. Okay. How small can I get? Yeah, okay, fine. That's perfect. And now I think if I just about put it down like so, and we're going to have the front and the back differently done. But like if I do this and okay, I think it's still, yeah. Okay, it only works when you look at it from this angle. I thought it's gonna be, okay, well, never mind then. It was a good idea. It was a good idea, but like, I need a water decal like we have in Jurassic. Have you seen Jurassic World Evolution 3? They have some really cool water decals. It's like literally insane how nice they are. Like, they look like puddles, and it's so good. Like little tiny puddles, and it's just so freaking good. Let's see if we can somehow match that color as best as I can. Like this, and then merge another one in, same kind of color. It doesn't work. Just gonna make it this way. Also, did they finally fix this? I think, did they fix it? No, they did not fix it. At this point, I kind of believe they don't even want to fix it. I don't know how many times I said this to them. Mention. Also too big. I need to get to too much scaling. It's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, this would be a perfect piece to be used, but as we can tell, obviously, they still haven't fixed it, which is so freaking annoying. Yeah, I mean, how am I supposed to use these things if they don't fix that? I would have loved to just make that darker over here. I mean, whatever. Rudy, where can you find the Parades DLC music? You would listen to them in my own headphones, just like the Planko music album. We are not allowed to share them. Maybe Frontier is going to release that themselves. We are unfortunately not allowed to share the music itself because of license reasons. They have actually put some filters on our channels that we can use it. But yeah. So also, Moxlayer of Beast, thank you for the follow. And I forgot to say, Ambiguous Sausage, thank you so much for the follow too. Forgot to say that. Yeah, am I going with this? I want to have like a bottom of it that looks, yeah, I think that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'm just gonna, hold on. What am I selecting over here? Now I've got these two selected, right? Yeah, okay. Well, double tap on is the major damage. I want to tap on, no. Oh my god. Why is the hitbox of that thing such a drama queen? Let's say pillar. And we have just like a good, what the heck is this? Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's much better. So, aha. Snap it. So about that should be the size, and push that in, and we're gonna make this like so. And then we need to find like a proper shower head. I think this should be size wise. Okay, that works. That works pretty well. That works pretty well to me. Okay, and now what we're going to say is metal, because we get so many new kind of great metal pieces. Look, I have a good one. Thank you so much. Does the update go live at the same time that yes, it does. It does. Okay, so we have to go for some of the metal pieces, and we're going to see if there is some good stuff from the new ones, from the new set, that can help us with the aimed situation we do over here. Well, my friends. Where's all the new metal stuff from the new pack? Because it's just so good. That one would be a good fit, but it's obviously, yeah, we can't scale that small enough. That one obviously could work too, but yeah, I mean, it's not a typical shower head. No, I don't. Like this is some of the new brackets. Is that sorcery? This is sorcery. Okay, this is all the sorcery pack over here. I mean, there at least this one over here could come in very handy because it's kind of a nice little. Maybe we find a better one, but for the moment being, I'm just going to go with this one. So where's all the new stuff from the new pack? I wonder. Small town pack, where are you? Ah, there's all the small town pack stuff. Okay, so okay, this is rather crazily big. Are these pieces all so big? Hold on. This is all not very usable because it is all very much too big. This is very much too big. That's not good. That's not good. I meant to have something smaller. What about this one? It still is too big for a shower head. I don't want to go. I certainly do not want to go. What about a target? Is that already the smallest target? Okay, advanced. Is there like a... This is the tiny target. We should go with the target then. That is a perfect shower head, my friends. The target is a perfect shower head. Honestly, who would have guessed? That is fantastic. That is perfection. Nah, I love that. What about this fooder? Can we just have that in here too? Something? No. I need something else, like for little nubsies in there that go in. So something very small would be fantastic to make it look like these little things. How small are those? Ah, they could actually do the trick. So if I may be able to... Wait, is that smaller? Can I get this smaller? I think this is actually even smaller if I put them correctly. Yeah, there you go. They kind of work. So if I put these things in, this could look like... Yeah, that's properly done. Good enough, Grimlock Play. I'm going to answer in English. Please stick to English if you can, because certainly that's just fair for everyone so they can, understand. So happy you are preparing for the Parades DLC. That is a very good call, I reckon. And I'm doing very good, except I have been stung by some kind of whatever animal, and that just annoys me a lot because it kind of hurts, but it's okay. It's okay. Why do you not get any smaller? I would wish to have like something roundish, but that is, we should keep it simple. I wanted to get back to building anyway, so okay, here we go. Yeah, that's a perfect shower head. I'm fine with this. It's okay. It's okay. Let's keep that the way it is. Can I just make that even smaller? Oh, I can't, but it's not too bad. I'm just going to select this thing, and we're going to say scale to 51%. Here we go. Awesome. I don't understand why they limit scaling. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never heard anyone complaining about the too much scaling mod. It seems to be a very stable mod, so I'm also not really sure what exactly that is. Speaking of these little nubsies down here, by the way, this would make for a perfect thing as a mechanism to press, right? So that could be exactly what it is. I mean, what we obviously need to do is we need to get an event point. There's an event point. And we then gonna make this one move in here. Can I have this already hidden in there? We may have to just about make that column a little thicker. What that is about fine. Yeah, we just have to increase the size of it just about so slightly. Let's say 118 maybe. That's about enough already. So it's like kind of a good height for everything. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to bring this thing over in here, and we're just going to bring this down so it's hidden in there. Nice. And I guess we can just about add this into a group. Here we go. And I wonder, can I also have the event point as part of a group as well? Hold on. I'm just wondering if I do this and add this. Yes, we can also have that in a group. Awesome. Now let's just about move everything back into position. I mean, yeah, I can put it underground, that's true, but like I want to keep it simple so that it always aligns to the ground too. Now we do have this setup over here, and what we obviously would need to do, oh yeah, that was interesting design choice of mine to not move that into position, because I obviously have to check this one. Set the focus, should be that one. You look up to the shower, why not? Edit the trigger sequence, and we're going to add this object down here. Confirm. And the moving platform, play on trigger, start. Why is this starting at this point? How about 0? And for how long is it playing? That's a good amount of time. That's a good amount of time, to be honest. And we are going to set this to, not admire, but dance. Dance is kind of what we need to have over here. That's good. And now let's bring it all the way back. And you know what, guys? I am going, oh my god. It's like, it's actually going a little bit through here, as you can see. Maybe I'm just going to bring this forward a little. Let's see if that, yeah, okay, it doesn't glitch anymore. Awesome. We're just going to save this as a shower, new creation. And it is a working shower. Put it to your pools to make people less stinky. Right. Okay. Enter. Yeah. Hashtag stinky. No, just like that. Save blueprint. Okay. We made that shower work. And because I don't think that people will actually go here. Wait, hold on. Why is it still playing? It should stop. Okay, can we just quickly talk about why they are still playing? I don't get it. Excuse me? Like, wait, hold on. On trigger only. Yeah. And like... Plain pillar noise. Huh? What the heck is the problem? What is the problem? Edit trigger sequence. We've got the moving platform rotational. Is that the correct one, right? I think we... Why is it... Okay, I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to add the object again. Confirm. Oh. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Makes total sense. That makes total sense. Let's give them 30... Let's give them 30 seconds of playtime. What? No, oh, that was start. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna update the blueprint real quick. Wait, that was so stupid of me. That looked kind of cool as well. Yeah, let's put it this way. It's the best way possible. Okay, so let's make the blueprint again. And where's my shower? I want to upgrade. There's my shower. So you want to upgrade. Working shower. It's not the most beautiful shower in the world, but you know, I'm late to the party, but I don't see anything controlling the water. Well, that is the event trigger hidden in here. That is going to be putting that on and off. What we're going to do, and this is why I did make a blueprint out of it, because I don't think people will go here. I don't know what's going on in this park, by the way. The rating is like so bad of this park, and there's literally everything in. Everything is open, but like I think the problem is that my prestige with all the stuff is like as a classic right now. And not like too good at the beginning. Yeah, the appeal is like not good, and this is the problem also for coasters and stuff, because like this coaster over here, for example, used to be very good, but I have it closed to like, you know, this one has a fairly nice prestige. We can open that, maybe more people get into it, but I will put down a shower real quick before we then go to the dive coaster. Let's say shower, and we're gonna plop a shower here to the ground. Let's plop one down here and see if people will eventually use it. So let's see if someone is going to use... Ah, there you go. There you go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what happens. Ah, that's so cool. That is so cool. Why are they... What are they even admiring? You should... Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe that didn't work and we need to quickly admire... Yeah, okay. Let's say dance. There you go. Not sure if they would... Yeah, they're not changing during this play right now. So, what the heck? I think they should fix that. All right, they're happy. Let's see if the next ones come. How dancing looks. Okay. Come on, guys. Come on over here. Get some shower. Get some showers. That is that would be fantastic. Do do do. Yeah, but the workshop has some potential. I'm very optimistic about the workshop. So are you doing this now? Oh yeah, the kid is actually doing it. Oh, who's gonna press? Have you pressed already? Or who's gonna press? Oh, they did press. Ooh. Honestly, them in bathing suits, that would work more than great. That is so cool. Also, why is this actually Sylph? This is such a Sylph vibe over here. Okay, well, to be honest, that works much better than I thought it was. Okay, this is freaking awesome. This is freaking awesome. We've got some actual showers working. I'm gonna leave that as for a little bit of fun over here. But yeah, we've done a lot of work for this main street today. It's great. We've got, why are they also? Haven't we... Wait, what's the color from this angle? Is this so different? Oh, it's so different because of the lighting coming up down to this. So, wait, I'm just going to change one of those things. Oh, this is parade. This is why I can't. Okay, this is a decal. What about if I make this much brighter, like so? Is it looking too bright from this side? Okay, it doesn't even matter. So, if I go with the bright variant, okay. I think I'm going to go with the dark variant then. I think I'm just going to go with it. It doesn't matter. I don't care about potential. I care about reality. Yeah, well, then I have to change this for real. Let's put it that way. Okay, never mind. What time is it? I'll go on for a couple more minutes, guys, because I want to do a bit of work in this area. So let's actually put an end to the stream by saying I want to finish this planter, these edges, and this edge over here. All I'm doing is some planter work, okay? And we put some fences in between. I'm not doing crazy stuff right now. We are doing this area and maybe, let's say, this area on the side here too, to make that all look nice, and then we are good to go, okay? This is the last bit we're doing for today's stream, but I'm fairly happy with what we've done so far. And yeah, let's actually just start the recording and do it. I'm so into it. So into it, because this is going to be, oh, you know what, I'm just going to create a group out of this one too. I think it makes sense to just have it as a group, a scenery group, and then we can just have it about so. We're gonna make stick to surface is on, off, whatever. So there we go, and we're just gonna make this a freaking cool fence. Cool. So I believe until next Tuesday. No, tomorrow is going to be the next stream. We are going to have the next stream tomorrow because on Thursday Germany has its next match, which I guess I want to watch. I'm not entirely sure though, but you know. The catwalk for the wreck and the lift hill. What? The wreck run? What is it? What about the catwalk? It's not good, do you mean that? Or what? Because I've seen people complaining about the narrow dive quite a bit. Just cry. So if you are about to complain, you basically just enter a very nice group of people who are really pretty mad about this already. So yeah. The original score is just so good for me personally. I think it's so good. This is also getting my best park ever. This park is becoming my best park ever, guys. It's actually floating here a little, right? Yeah, that doesn't matter. We can just about wait. It doesn't matter if I'm not correctly aligned, but that's about fine. You know what? I'm just gonna bring this down like that, and then just about put that out of here. There you go. And now we can just about go down a little here. Honestly, this hedge piece is one of the best in-game floral pieces. The closer you get, you see how good that model actually is of a hedge. It's looking really damn good. I was commenting on how it would take you a week to build 3 planters on stream. Oh, okay, well, let's see if that is true actually. But I will stay focused right now. The chat is doing me a favor today and not being too busy. So, sorry, Tabo. Yeah, and the biggest hater on the new dive coaster on your Discord. I actually meant that you could add the catwalk to the brake run and curve on the hill. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. However, I am planning to build the whole building around this. I was actually hoping to start with the outlines today, but it's fine that we haven't. Let's just be a bit of a lazy guy here and just about utilize a bit of a copy-paste skill. Do 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 do. We also need to obviously put a bit of a higher fence in here so that people don't really go here. And what is that hedge over here, by the way? That's not fitting in right whatsoever. Yeah, but like I think with all the criticism, hopefully Frontier is going to look into both dive coasters because they apparently have the same issue, right? So that just makes sense to just have that. Okay, so here's that. I mean, this would be rather dangerous anyways. You know what we're gonna do? We're just going to grab this thing and we're just gonna build a planter right around, right around here with the help of this piece. So we're just gonna put this one in and just about onto the other side. And just one more of you. This is good. This is good. Just move it into position. Just like so. And then we can just about grab us this thing. And let's just hide that as much as we can in the hatch. So it's not sticking out on the other side, I said. About like so. Move it. Here we go. That's very cool. That is very cool. So that gives us a bit more distance from the track itself, actually. So people can still... They could actually sit on here. Why not? And then... I mean, that is technically a little bit too close, isn't it? So if that coaster comes by here, let's have a look. Yeah, that is mighty dangerous. That is mighty dangerous. So what we need to do, let's say mesh and create custom. And then we should be able to use that one. And I will also need an iron pillar for that, but that should be good. So, yeah, that's fine. Let's actually bring this up to a point where the coaster isn't crashing into it. So here goes that. And let's say now a iron or actually metal should do the trick. And then we have... I'm going to use the normal rod. That is the one you can scale super small. That is all fine. So we can use this one here. And we are going to make this even smaller than that. Honestly, I'm quite happy with the green tone over here. The green tone is kind of cool. And go all the way up. Okay, now, let's say we're going to use this piece, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And just kind of create a group out of this. And let's just select that whole thing. And then for once just find the height. The same height, so is that about the same height? It's not quite. There you go. Oh, why is this happening? Add to group off. Stay on the same height here, my friend. There you go. Okay, so I'm just about... Oh, it's actually... Why is this happening? But it's... Can I have both now and... Oops. Why is this floating around? I don't get this. It shouldn't. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna use the advanced move then again. If the game is going to annoy me here, I will not let me fool. Let me be fooled. There you go. And let's just do this whole thing. Not one more time, but I think 2 more times, I guess. This is what we would need to do here to make sure that people could not get their hands and arms and whatnot ripped apart. That is absolutely some good measurement, safety measurement we are doing here. So how many would I need? I think 3. Okay, let's just do that one more time then. And about... Is that about right? Yeah, so let's fit that right in. Oh, actually, it's just that a bit over here. That's too much. And now we can just about kind of put that all in to a position where it fits a bit nicer here with the roundy shape. That is about good. Maybe a tad bit over here to the right hand side. There you go. I just actually write an insanely long comment below your German. I have seen that one. Yeah, I've read that one. Now my brain is actually braining again. Yeah, and that is absolutely not working again. We're just gonna make that move down a bit. Here we go. So that's about as best as it can be. So that is where we go around. You know what we actually could do as well? The coaster should get a rather like toned down earth tone. Like the kind of almost like pastel color. And it's going to feature that across the entire thing. And I am going to have a little bit more brownish here on these one. Can actually be a bit more golden. There you go. That's kind of a nice color scheme for that. It's a bit more into the Baron scheme anyways, but it does fit this corner here right nicely. So I'm wondering if I should pair the same thing to the other side, because that one is also fairly irregular and whatever. So I could try to just about copy this thing over and see if that works. I mean, there is not really that much of a space given here anyway, so just about that footer would then need to be hidden. To be fair, that is okay. I mean, that is tall enough. It's not as dangerous because of that crest. I could also grab that person. Oh no, it's all good. Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, I shouldn't worry too much. I mean, this over here definitely is good because they don't climb on there, so it makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, it's all much more bigger than I thought it's gonna be. But so we can still do the benches in the front here. That could still look good. But okay, very good to note that this is looking much better than I thought. Now, what I did think about is, and I'm not sure if there is a chance to put water in here. Okay, it's just that tiny bit of water, but that's okay. That's okay. That should be enough for what I have in mind. So if that's the case, I will need to just flatten out this a little more here and here. You know, the fruit is come in handy, but that's okay. And we're just going to fill that in with natural water. Nice, very nice indeed. You know what we got to do as well, because I am willing to have a bit more of a smooth area here. There you go. I just like smooth this all out a bit more. There you go. And like plop this in. There you go. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. You coaster people scare me. Why? When you're almost wondering about the coaster build me. Last time I did start a new war in the comments. But yeah, I mean, the point is also, Kane, you like to start wars every now and then. So it might also be a bit of both, you know. Okay, you know what? A random scale can be on. Let's, or actually not 50, let's say 70 to 150. So, random scale also, let's say align to surface. So just a couple of roses here and there. just to make them work around here a little. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna mix some others in between, some other coaster, some other colors here eventually. So just having some. I like these rose bushes. They look nothing like roses, but they do still look good. Let's actually go with like a very white-ish color, not full white, just a bit of an off-white or ivory color almost to mix in between. You know, I think that is just fairly decent looking. Here we go. To both sides, we kind of have that. You know, just a bit of stuff. Any specific theme you're going for with this coaster? No. This is going to be like the natural area of the park. We are going to have, and this is going to be really cool, we are going to have the connection to the Art Deco area completely hidden away by putting a fake city front or whatever in here. Let me just stop the recording. So this is going to be like a... I can show you by... maybe just going some blueprints for the town. It's not going to be these buildings, don't worry, but they have some really good blueprints in order to showcase. So we are going to have a couple of houses that go in... Is that random scale now, which is why they are... Okay, no. But like, we are going to have a couple of houses form like the transition into another area here. And I mean, that's a huge one. Let's see if there's a smaller one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but that's already kind of a good idea how they stand. And then you've got like a larger one over here. So like this. And then on the other side, you would have something like that. Un parade. Yeah, un parade. And then I see that Bagheera being, you know, being tired as heck and don't want to be woken up by that. So that is kind of how I envision this area to be. And this building is gonna merge into this kind of set of buildings. And the idea is gonna be very much inspired by Freiburg, Germany. The city of Freiburg is having a couple of nice buildings that'll mark this area. So this is then going to make sure the transition into what is the Art Deco area, as you can see over here, the Googie area, to not feel so out of place. So the backside is going to still look very Googie. This thing will move over a little bit. We're gonna have like a bridge, and this is gonna be like a huge like restaurant area that can be accessed from both areas. It's gonna be looking very cool. Good day there from Sydney. Good day to you. How are you doing? I've gotta ask, really, could you Art Deco area possibly have anything to do with Metropolis? I'm not sure if under public domain, but seems like it could be a possible for a dark ride. Oh, that's a really cool idea, to be honest. That's a really cool idea. By the way, obviously you were right to say that we can add the optional catwalk to that one, and same goes on top of here. So that is all optional catwalk as well. Here we go. That's the little dive coaster we have over here. So that's little planter worked out like a charm, but I don't want to keep this as is. I want to just open up in the middle here a little. So we are going to have like a couple open spots. This is one, and then that is going to be one. There's going to be another one. I think that's fair. And then we can also have another one here. And another one here. That's good. Okay, very, very cool. And I'm just going to type in small town right now, because they have some really cool pieces that I want to use for over here. So for example, these kind of cool small town balcony pieces can actually be used pretty nicely for a fence, as you can see. So we're going to use this thing as a little fence piece, and we are going to... Oh, it's not straight. Oh, I hate that. Is there like a platform? I need a platform of some sort. Yeah, there you go. It doesn't matter. I just want to have that real quick so I can align this piece properly. Noise. And now no alignment, please, again. So here we go. Can't wait for the DLC and code. Yeah, same. This DLC makes me more curious for the future of Planet Coaster 2 than anything else has so far. So that is freaking fantastic, definitely. That is definitely something I did not expect. And you guys were asking about this earlier. Oh yeah, you can ticker that to me, but I will not stream for much longer, brother, because I'm tired. I'm tired as heck. So why is this again not the same height? That makes no sense whatsoever. Is this still not properly aligned? Why is this still not aligned properly? I don't really get this. Okay, so hold on. Now, I want to deactivate. Right, hold on. Just duplicate and... Okay, well, it's not rotating anymore. So now it should have the correct orientation. Please. Oh my god. Okay, why is it not... I don't get it. Why on earth stick to surface off, align to surface off? Random scale is on. That was my problem. Oh my god, I am such an idiot. Don't quote me on that. Okay, so this should now work. Yeah, freaking finally. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That's what I wanted to do. What I'm thinking is that a mix between Alien Attack and the Gatsby, making a bit of Terminator villain. Yeah, well, two things. The first thing is going to be that, and hold on, I'm just going to place down the fence piece here, so that we are. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just okay. I'll fix that in a minute. Oh, hold on. I'm sure. All right. Let's just plop the fence in here. It's like very much problematic. Yeah, okay, I have to, whatever. Such a finicky thing to do. Okay, here we go. And we're just going to move that a little bit forward. Why do I need to confirm all of a sudden? Hold on. Did they fix the Jurassic? Oh my god, please don't tell me they did. Why did I need to confirm the section? Wait. Wait. Oh, no, it's working. Oof. I was shocked for a brief. That was a mistake, wasn't it? If that wasn't a mistake, I'm gonna go riot. If they do this same weird confirm mechanism like we have in Jurassic World Evolution, I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna so kill them. This is not really, that is the worst thing for builders. I do just like, please fix that. I do think they have that with consoles in mind, but like, let's just get consoles out of mind then, because that just is horrendous. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to... Thank you for the follow, Adele. Thank you so much. Adele27. Burn brightly, burn brightly, burn. Yeah, why did I even do this? Why did I even move this up and down? So, have that in like... Wow. Why am I also not recording? I'm stupid. Thank you for the subscription, David Garseed or Garside. I'm not sure if you're even on stream, but if you're on stream, hello there. Also, Adele, hi, thanks for having me. Well, I do appreciate you. Well, come on in. Hope you're doing good. First time seeing you, at least first time that I have caught your name in chat. So I hope you're doing good. Not sure if you found me. Okay, well. Oh. Is that... So hold on, if I'm out of the group... Also Matthew, thank you for the follow. Matthew_CG. Don't make death threats really, at least you're not while you're live streaming. Yeah, you're right. But that was all fun and games, obviously. Are these individual pieces? So, hold on. Okay, that is so odd. Have a look, guys. If I have... I'm just gonna stop. Oh my god, this recording is gonna be haunted. We have two pieces, okay? Let's use these two pieces, and we're going to move them over for a little test, okay? This is so odd. Okay, well, if I'm now outside of a group and I press I to have the multi-select tool, I'm gonna hit 1, Shift 2. If I press X now, I can move these things around, and if I press Control X, this is actually going to let me copy it. However, if I create a group out of these things, and I am within the group, I can also use I to multi-select pieces. Now, I can't move it with pressing. I have to first of all confirm, and now I can move it. Why is that a thing? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I mean, not at all. Not at all, guys. Okay, well, let's keep on doing it. I am rambling again. I'm rambling again, not meant to be rambling right now. I am willing to finish that little area off. What I want to do real quick is we are going to play a water jet. Isn't there like a water jet that is they're like not constantly playing, but like a splash? What's that? Water jet large. Hold on. Flip, thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. Okay, so this is as best as it gets, right? Is that the largest we have? Okay, that's this one. What about... I'm just like checking out what kind of thing we could use. This is that one. This is the splash. And this is the jet. Okay, well, I need to put in the jet and the splash. But I do need to check the... maybe the smallest splash? I think that looks the best. I'm just gonna drink a little real quick. Next email incoming, yeah. Design for console, all I'm saying, yeah. So the idea I have over here is... oops. The idea I have is that I'm going to put this... oops. Yeah. Actually, let's put that a little above the other one. Let's do it like this. And now we first of all need to create a building out of this, because otherwise these will be rather complicated to be connected. So, okay. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to say concrete. Let's have a look. Yeah, there is this one over here. Actually, we could use that footer piece as well. But no, let's use that one actually instead. And we're going to keep that little nubsy on top, because this time around, for once, it is relatively realistic. And we can also just make that top look darker. Awesome. Okay, well, we're just going to bring this down. Just above water level. About that is fine. And now, let's just try to align that with... oh my god. Wait. Why is this not part of the... are you kidding me? How is this not part of the building? Just create a group now. Okay. Oh my god, why am I even doing this? What the heck? Mazes, haunted houses would be awesome. I fear if they add them, feel like a water park. I don't know if that is a thing. First time viewer here. Isn't it getting late for you in Germany? I'm Danish myself and heading to bed. Yeah, it is, but like I quite like to stream late, to be honest. I'm kind of a night owl anyway, so that's why. That is why. So I think I'm just gonna place this at water level. There you go. And now the question is, I need to just somehow align this properly with the coaster. And we obviously need to go like this. Okay, path interaction. Yes, that it is. Jash, good evening. How are you doing? Hooray for Danish peeps. Where's the coaster? Where are you, coaster? A coaster. Are you going up there? Up and down, up and down. Also, Jash, we did something very fun. I'm going to show you in a second. We're just going to have this thing come by. I need to... England plays shocking. How is it? Is it still equal? 0-0. What's so let's stop it over here. There you go. I'm wondering, like, if I mean, these jets are kind of hard, aren't they? So I don't want to, like, I would love to put them here so you're getting super soaked. But what I want to do is I want to place this here, and I want to place this on the other side. Wait, is this not? Wait, hold on. Is this both not perfectly straight? Oh no, they are perfectly straight. Okay, perfect. Okay, fine. Now, what about having both of these, and then we're going to create 1 and 2 over here, and we can have that one and that one, but well, actually I'm willing to create a group out of all of these. Let's have a look. Well, let's just take those. And what we got to do, it's still 0-0. Oh my god. Oh my god. Show me, Rudy. I will. Rudy. Alright, so we're gonna bring these bad boys down quite a bit. So we have a bit of... Wait, is that the... Oh, that was actually the wrong piece. That is this piece. Okay, never mind then. So we need to use the other piece then. Okay, whatever. And this is the special water splash. Where is the other one then? I'm just gonna use... okay, that was... I dribbled myself right now. And not the good way. Let's just delete that one. There's the other one. I'm gonna just check 1, 2... Just go all the way over here. 3 and 4. Go back with these pieces. And now just gonna move them down a little. Oh yeah, I did not select 2 of them. How is this even possible that I didn't select 2 of them? Okay, I'm just gonna move this all down. And now let's have a look. Why on earth is... Huh? Oh, it's copied. Okay, wait, then... I'm just gonna do this. No. It didn't make any sense. Huh? But there's not... Oh, I've chosen the wrong one. That is why. Okay, never mind then. So let's just choose this one. Oh, no, I have to just eyeball this. Oh. I'm just gonna eyeball this myself now. I hate my life. I hate my life. What is even wrong with me? But did I copy this? Or I think I had maybe... Okay, it doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever. Just gonna do this as well. Gonna eyeball that, and here we go. Okay, cool. So now we can obviously, and this is what I wanted to do with it. I mean, if that wasn't already obvious, this is gonna be an event point. An event point over here, and we're just gonna make this event point. There you go. And we can make you look a lot more nice looking, just like a play button like that, and this is gonna be gray in a way. Okay, cool. And we're gonna make edit trigger sequence, edit the objects, and we're going to make this start from here. Confirm. Wait, what? Okay. Nice. The problem I have is if I if I grab all of these now, does it work? I don't even know where I am. I would need to add them to each individual sequences to make like a nice effect of making it go in and out like from one side to the other. I don't mind. We just I do just add all of them now. Whatever. And there we go. Okay, perfect. This is now perfectly fine. And for how long does it play? For 2 seconds. You kidding me, right? I hate everything about this. I don't want to go through... How many do we have? Sure. No, absolutely sure. I want to select all of them and make this longer. In all honesty, that is just stupid. I mean, the easiest part would be to put this all into a sequencer and just duplicate the sequencer instead of just having all of that. This is just freaking annoying. Honestly, this is just like... I mean, for 2 seconds, it just splashes. Okay, well, 2 seconds might be fine because you just need to... You could argue that people would now need to plop it and then find the right moment. Okay, anyways, Josh, I promised you to show something. So, there's a coaster coming. There's no one standing. We have something nice over here. Have a look. We are going to use this real quick. We're just going to hit that one. And if people come up here, this is obviously going to be styled. And we're just going to hit the trigger. And look at that. We have a little RC-controlled boat that just like goes off here, and people can... I mean, I'm not taggy, okay? Don't expect anything taggy from me. I just did a little proof of concept here. I will eventually use taggy sliders for this to hopefully make this make a couple more nice variants. If multiple... Like, kind of have to test this, what happens if multiple people use it at the same time. I don't want them to be crashing into each other, even though I would like to make like a, kind of fun little Easter egg with this. But yeah, so here's that, 2 like little RC boats. I love to see this with a couple more variants of it. And here it's like, it's also so cool. I can put some little buoys in, and then they even do that little rotation to park them nicely into the buoy. You know, it's almost like it ran out. So definitely stealing that for Electric Ocean. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I love these things. I remember the first time I played them was like in Disneyland Paris, and I remember that was when you go. It's not in Disneyland in the park itself. It is basically in Disney Town, or like Disney Village it's called. That is pretty cool. So yeah. Okay, let's do some more planter areas. This looks already pretty nice. Pretty decent. I like the idea to having that with the hedges over here. Pretty nice idea with the hedges. You know what we can do? I will put a tree in the middle here. I'm going to put like a tree in here. And we are going to cut off the little pathway by the smallest amount we can. So let's say like this and make this like a triangle. There you go. Cut this off. That's about as best as it gets for the moment. And then we're gonna put like a tree in here. And I kind of like using this is also like Josh, by the way. I think there's not many things that I have missed with this pack, but one thing in particular I think Frontier has missed is putting foliage in. Like this would have been the perfect pack for add some more foliage stuff. Like honestly, the Aleppo pine tree over here fits in rather decently nice. It just has this perfect canopy of having the coaster. Oh my god, yes, this is about the best I have in oh, I should have put on the recording. Oh my, I always forget to, my god. Rounding edges. Okay, well, that just didn't work to my advantage here, so how about, oh, is that because of a, okay, is that now? Okay, well, no, stop it. What is this edge doing? It's not... What is... Okay, is there still 2 edges? I don't want to close that off. But yeah, that is about fine. What about rounding this off now? Okay, no, I mean, there's a more than one edge hidden. Yeah, there's the one hidden. Can I just do it that way? Okay, fine. And now let's move this back. And there's like 2. Why did it create so many vertices here? Doesn't make any sense. And now let's just about drag this out a little to make that. Oh my god. And okay, now I destroyed it fully, did I? Okay. Okay, this is a weird one over here. Let's just undo this twice. And about now, that is about as best as it can be. And I'm going to use the planter. And we should have, yeah, this planter should go in nicely. Just gonna make this work. I don't mind if there's like a tiny bit of overlap here. That's all good. We're gonna make this work. That is fine. So we have that one in. I wish to make that fit a little more in the center. Just about make that a tiny bit bigger. If people, you know, if people go in. I mean, we can just try to round it one more time before that. I think I fixed it mostly. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah. Okay. Wait, that is about as best as it gets. So let's just make that planter go in here. Whatever. And you know what I also can do? And this is kind of going to be a nice little fix here. Do I have a bin somewhere? No, I don't. We're going to go to scenery. And I'm going to go for trash bins. A trash bin is going to be in here. And we're going to use the new one. It's the small town bin. The small town bin is going to be... It's going to be better than England. It's not going to bin it, okay? And... just gonna bring this into this position. I do also like this color variant. Yeah, Josh, it's whatever. This whole path over here has been a bit of a pain because it's all, like, as you can see, it's like loads of different inclines to make it look interesting. And I said, as I tried to make this very much all nice kind of transitions, it now hates me. It now really hates me, as you can also see with these things. Hold on. Just gonna... Oh, wait, actually. Rotate us, like so. And one more. Fair. And the same goes with these. Now, do rotate this. Brah! There you go. That's fine. It's fine for the moment. It makes such a difference visually that worth it. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's absolutely worth it. I also have to, like, I want to go a bit more bolder with trees in this area specifically because I tend to use way too little trees. I'm not sure why, but I really want to use a lot more trees in my builds now. That is very important to make areas look so much more interesting and, like, just in general, so much more realistic. I guess that one might be a little bit out of place, but we can scale this up and then get the canopy higher, maybe? Not quite. Not quite. I don't, like, I mean, we could try to bring this over even so much more into the pathway. Why not? And then that might actually be a little bit too close to that side. This side is okay. Let's rotate this bad boy a little. So that is about it. I guess this is looking fairly decent. That's okay. Rudy, will you show your favorite coaster? I don't have Terran in game, so I can't. That's as easy as it is. And I'm willing to just about... I mean, we could also put barriers in here. But, like... Why is this round stamp so freaking big, by the way? But this is like the... This is the easiest version now. It should definitely... Yeah, no, it still doesn't do what it should do. But in this specific case, why is it not? I think because there's too little space to create the vertices over here. Yeah, whatever. Just kind of don't mind me. And around the edges. Here we go. That's fine. I'm gonna go with this. It's fine. Maybe your favorite build coaster. That's kind of that's a hard question. That's a hard question. I've done some better ones lately, but I really don't understand exactly which one. I mean, it's very hard to tell. It is very, very hard to tell. Okay, let's actually steal some of the edgy pieces, and we're gonna put them in here. That's also, by the way, this is another continuity issue they have. So another thing is, if you have one piece and you copy this over and you create this like so, and now this piece will stick to your cursor and you just kind of keep on going. You can just keep on going and placing it down all the time. However, if you choose more than one and you do the exact same thing, you can then also place it down once, like so. But now it's not stick to your cursor anymore. In Planet Zoo, they did this. They fixed this later on and they gave us the ability to now have the same. And this was so much more easy to like plop, 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 put everything down. In here, that doesn't work. And I do think it also doesn't work outside of the buildings. Hold on. I would need to create like a group real quick. Like, let's just create a group out of these two. So if I do copy this one over... Yeah, no, outside of the building, it works. This is what I meant. Now, you can obviously copy this multiple times. But if I do go into the group, and I select both of it, and now I do this, it doesn't work. That's such a continuity issue. And yet again, like Frontier, why would you do that to me? Split from the group, so we have these fences on their own again. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't mind. It should be definitely triggerable. What is triggerable? Triggerable. But I'm just still thinking about my favorite coaster. I mean, layout-wise, or like from the coaster itself, I like my Blitz coaster, intermittent Blitz coaster I did for the Hanseatic Dreamland. But I think the coaster called Brandung, which I also did for the Hanseatic Dreamland, is my favorite coaster I built myself. I think this one pairs a good layout, a very, very nice pacing. If you want, guys, we can end the stream by switching over and have a ride on this one. I think that would be a nice end to the stream. Let me know in chat if you would love to see that coaster, just as to end the stream. I mean, I did almost do whatever I wanted in here, so it's all good. So here we go. That's nice. This corner looks about nice. It's going to look very cool at the end of the day. And I'm also willing to say, I do think that I should go with hedges in this spot to round these things on. Off, like make sure that this all comes together nicely. Also, is this... It's not properly aligned, is it? Let's do it on both sides, and I'm just going to use 2 of them. And then we just about do that. Yo, go on then. Okay, cool. We do this. We're just going to fix this planter real quick over here, and then we move over. So let's just... I'm just going to try to make these hedges not look as awfully precise. And I'm also willing to just get in with a bit of a change here. Like have the hedge maybe grow around and then have a little planter in front. Do not have it all like so stupidly accurate, you know? Just to give it a bit of organized, organic look. Not organized, like organic look here. So just like the good thing about these hedges is you can also like people... in real life tend to not like they would jump over fences sometimes, or like they walk into areas behind fences, but hedges for some odd reasons, at least in Germany, people do behave. As soon as there's like a hedge, people do behave and they do not jump into the hedges. I can't really tell why that is. It's just like a stupid, one of these stupid German behavior kind of things. And it's okay. I'll take that, you know. Got a jet, have a good night. Thank you, Josh. Can't wait to see your little boats popping up. Really curious to see how that is looking. And now let me just steal this variant of a kind of edge over here. We're going to use this very thing. And we are going to have like a very, very narrow little planter in the center. I'm just about... going to make that like so, and we have a little double piece to there, just about. This is fine. I assume that I would need to just about bring you over, just because I'm yeah, also doing this and just going to align that potentially like so. And let's copy that over to the other side. That should definitely work now. Awesome, it does. And so we're just gonna bring this right over like this, and we should have one that goes in here and below that one. And just like have those 2 scenery items, and just about move this to the other side, so that it's sticking in a little. We're gonna have that fence connect both of them corners. It's almost perfectly flat over here. It's almost a perfect connection. Okay, that tends to be in there. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna put this here, and we're going to bring that one over. That's kind of cool. And we put some lampposts here to the side. But I think like this is a kind of cool thing to do. And I'm just gonna type in planter real quick. And this should then be... Where do we have the planter pieces? Plant, let's say, planter. Because otherwise I'm just going to search for it forever. So here goes that. And we're just gonna make that a little smaller so it fits right in. It fits if it sits, as the cat would say. So here we go. Why do people not hedge? Because hedge won't hold a person's weight. Getting stick and stuck makes that not very comfortable. That is true, but most of these niche hedges, they still would be small enough to like jump over it if you have the stamina and the skill for that, I guess. So yeah, I mean, it's not like something that would hold you off like by the sheer size of it, you know. Okay, I'm willing to keep this parallel, so I'm just going to see if I can somehow make this work. I think that is about it. Yeah, that is kind of nice. Let's see if it all fits on the side here too. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. So we have those two things moving in. Very interesting indeed. And then we just about steal some hedges here for the other side. And then we're actually done with what I wanted to do. How cool is that? And also let's just align that here properly. And now let's bring that in. I'm just going to plop in the hedge, nothing else. The nature work is something I'll be doing later. That was my stupidity. I'm just gonna have that coaster shown to you, and then we'll end the stream for tomorrow, because we will see each other tomorrow again. I'm very, 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 very looking forward to that one, because tomorrow we will be finishing this area off, hopefully, because I need this to go live on Thursday. At least that's my plan. Maybe we're gonna do this without the station, because the whole area over here will benefit from the new pack, so we might actually do this without the station. Or maybe just the station, but not all of the other buildings. I have some very cool ideas what to do, and also like a very cool style I want to go for. So this whole area over here will take quite a lot more time. Like, it's gonna be very good. It's gonna be very good. So, okay. Well, this is looking much better already. This entire plaza is going to look so cool. You know what we can easily do? We can actually grab ourselves like an oak tree. And bring this oak tree, first of all, down in size. And put this oak tree. I want to have this oak tree sit right over here. Let's see if this works in terms of the space. This works relatively nicely. And whatever you want, guys, whatever you say, they have dramatically improved the oak tree. They have dramatically improved that. Like, honestly, I hated it, and it looks a lot better now, especially directly next to my favorite tree, the ash tree. They did do fixes on that. I'm not seeing things. This is looking way better now. Way, way better. Yeah, but also the positioning for that one is super nice. Super nice. Oh god, guys, I'm loving where this is going. I'm loving where this is going. Okay, I stopped the recording. I will save the park. For like Forest Diver, let's say Diver, or whatever, I don't know why I say Diver. Saving is gone and in, and now let's go to the Hanseatic Dreamland. Because we need to go to the Hanseatic Dreamland. There's an important bit here, and that important bit is, well, oh, Martin, you did. I'm very curious to see that one. Very curious to see. Planet Zoo 2 news. Oh, that's just like the... Oh, wait, hold on. Where is this? Where did you send this? Where did you send this? Is this in Planet... No, Planet Zoo chat, maybe? Martin? There you can see. Where did you get this? When did they fix the tree? Hey, Taggy, I don't know. I just figured they did. I can have a little... So, Zoopedia enclosure type, exhibit, jelly tank, and walkthrough. Okay. Did people find this in the website? Did you find this in the website? Hold on, what? Oh, standard and walkthrough exhibit. Oh my god. So, aquarium, Zoopedia enclosure type aquarium, exhibit, standard exhibit, and jelly tank exhibit. Oh. Ooh. How did you get the info? Standard exhibit, standard, and jelly exhibit, standard, and walk-through exhibit. Ooh. Oh. So it's out there. Ooh, that is sneaky. That is sneaky, my friends. Also, Taggy, oh my god, now we switched over. I channeled my inner Rudy, and we have to switch back real quick to show Taggy. Taggy, you have to stick with us. I'm about to end the stream after riding the coaster, but you gotta stick with me. I have channeled my inner Taggy and tried something today. So yeah, okay, let's hop on the coaster so we can see if... Oh, wait, is this just about to start? Are we just... Oh, it's just about to start. I'm so happy. But let's actually ride this from the front bumper and have an actual look at it. So let's get going. This is such a fun coaster. This is such a fun coaster. Let's have a ride on that one. Oh, this is so good. I'm loving this coaster, guys. Also, they did change so much about the graphics. Oh boy, look at that. Here we go. Up into this section. I think it's a perfect pacing, perfect hang time. Goes into the next thing. Half of a roll. Just tickles you as in a roll. Then we go over up into another very nice stall roll. Very nice indeed. Up into the photo. Like a kind of nice outwards banked top hat over here. Going back down into like a very smooth roll that is followed by this kind of queue interaction. Like a very nice, you know. There we go. And then here we go. All the way down like into the next section. This one is kind of a cool roll going into like a very overbanked turn underneath the queue again, above the queue very much. And then it's my favorite interaction over here, going through that souvenir shop to meander back into the last little call or like part of the coaster, going through some of these containers that are you guys in here, some of the specials, and then we come into the station. So there you go. I think this is one of my favorite coasters I've ever done. Because, as I said, I have not ever always been good at building coasters. But I think this suits this coaster type very well. I think one of the main flaws it has, if you want to say it super realistically, it is a tad bit too long. It's definitely on the longer side, but I like it a lot. There are a few little spaces I could change in terms of shaping. But I kept it because I did so much of the scenery already. But it's snappy, it's fun, it has a great scenery interaction in my opinion. Yeah, I think this is one of my favorite coasters I've ever built. Definitely. I mean, this one over here for its ingenuity of being part of the crane is kind of cool too. This Blitz coaster over here I think is one of my best smoothed coasters, and the setting is... Oh my god, look at how popular that is. This is obviously not the right queue. I still need to fix the queue. But that coaster over here is one of my favorites in terms of... You know what? It's just about to start. We just hop on. Okay, Taggy, you have to wait for one more coaster ride. I'm sorry. Let's again go to the bumper, because people in always keep annoying me. So we come out of the station into that roll, and then we go into the actual launch section of the coaster. So we go in. Splashy effects. Oh, that sound. I'm just gonna enjoy that with you. The lighting. The lighting in here, in that whole area, is just so good. Go into that one. Ooh, just do not make it. Oh, look at my camera points. Look at my camera points in the sky. Oh, I love to see them always like. And then go into that lovely stall over here, hidden in between of the walls, and then we come. Here we go, top hat, very nice pacing, very nice, and we just go down into that insane nice hang time, go down again, and then that next bit of the coaster is also very cool. Loads of fast transitions into some very interesting rolls. Pacing, in my opinion, is really good. So it's a very, very interesting Blitz layout. There is a nice crossover moment, a coaster car interaction. That is the only thing I kind of not like so much, but I needed to figure out a way to get into the ending part. And then, yeah, we get here to the ending, which is also, again, it's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a weird one, but that was just mostly to have like a nice little effect to the end of the coaster, which I still like. The block sections work kind of well, and I needed one more to keep the block section time high. So this is why I made this little thing in the end. So yeah, a coaster I also like quite a lot. Anyways, let's hop back into our park and show Taggy what we've done, because this is... Wait. Didn't just say... I wanted to go and load into that one. Wait, did I just save it? my brain is just, my heart is just, guys, did I do the biggest oopsie in years? If I did this, I will be crying. I will be right, and I'll be ending the stream in the minute I see the park. Oh my god, I'm scared. Fucking hell. I think I just did the biggest oopsie. Fuck it. And I just saw the autosave also being created. Oh my god. Just cry. I think you have already seen it, right? You have already seen it. Fuck. Oh my god. I exactly know what happened.